speak for yourself. We're in a not mess.
Challenging
Yeah.
situation successfully.
Exfiltration in process. While navigating around, you're back in Mount Inaru. Your objective right now, overall, has been to go in and repair that attitude control system, like out on the exterior, one of the quarters of the exterior side of the mountain. And on the way, ran across a strange construct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
Largely disassembled and broken.
Broken one.
Called
Leap loop.
Leap Loop 134P 1 P.
Okay.
It was also identified by these other constructs that you guys were able to mostly through beat boots. Once again, strangely pulling rank in a way without really having any idea what that really means.
I am
Constructs identified beat boot as a prototype and recognized that they had a master, or mentioned they had a master, or there was another prototype model in the mountain that they knew.
Mm-hmm.
You guys decided to head in that direction, while these constructs went off in the direction of, you believe that broken, leaking into space, projectile, like exotic material projectile thing that's happening on the exterior of Mount Imru right now. Those constructs left in that direction to investigate or protect some other constructs, it seems, that were designated as biological material removal units.
Waste management.
Waste management.
It's the kind of material we are.
Is Cressida mewing?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, it's dinner time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry, beep boop.
Yeah, there's usually often a portion of the first half an hour of the game where
Okay.
it's not yours in the background.
Yeah, good. I shut my door.
I think we had some other conditions, but I know we had Bane.
Yeah, I do have that picture as well.
I think I just cast like that healing thing that we could all run through.
But
You did.
these constructs wandered off after their own business, while you guys continued on to where you were directed. This other prototype existed. You came across in this strange work chamber, this lab slash, manufactory space with these weird, like back to tanks, but like these like healing type, like Star Wars healing tubes.
Large workshop.
Yeah, with like weird elements. One of the most strange is this mostly, deconstructed or like partially deconstructed. It's only now like a torso and shoulders and a head. Has this like clerical collar that has that designation 134P 100P. This is Leap Loop. And after finding and repairing some damage to the systems that were this weird MacGyver hacked thing that like this soul forged thing, this like construct, very rudimentary in comparison to Beat Boot, but this thing was like fused to this weird like pedestal in this ship, and like conduits of power and elements were being pulled into it and making it operating. Like at one point operating this. It seems likely that it was damaged in the recent, near solar excursion that the mountain went on. Just like this other portion of the mountain that's damaged that you're going to repair. Some system overloaded or burnt out, and this thing is very much deactive. But you guys were able to juice it for just a moment with the infusion of magic when it identified itself as an itinerant monk of the archival bastion, Leap Loop. And then it powered off again. That magic that briefly suffused it was not enough to keep it going for a long period of time. You guys found that it had been like basically just like hardwired into the power systems of the mountain to like juice it, as it had like something like a battery or something in it that was missing. Like some very impressive rolls were used to deduce some even missing elements of this construct, this partially deconstructed construct. Deconstructed construct. Huh. Um, but anyway, yeah. You guys finding that the motivation to repair the damage to the mountain was more urgent than further investigations at this moment.
Wasn't necessarily more urgent. It was just couldn't do one without the other necessarily.
And you moved on to pursue, towards the wound in the mountain.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, along the way,
You
you
still right.
stumbled across the consequences of your own actions.
We don't know though.
Hold on, so Leepoop, he or she is now powered down.
Yeah, it was like basically Quilla juiced it with like a level 5 spell, I think it was, and it like briefly animated it enough to introduce itself and then just like power down again.
Elevate.
You know what's unfortunate about this situation?
Did that.
Yeah, the other amount element that was significant there in that lab that you guys discovered was a weird like a a whole set of like basically like ink wells that most of them were dry and empty, but two of them still had fluid. And these helpful little constructs, it's helpful little guys that you guys have come across.
That's
Were
weird.
trying to bring the special magical tool that Beepoop found on the mountain earlier, the one that can create any tool or apparatus needed for the job. They were trying to bring that to Leap Loop to repair it. And they also helped you find these like inkwell things, and one of them, this one that was like this silver suspension fluid, it seemed to allow the tool to actually fabricate like basically like wiring for this construct on the fly and replace inner like materials that were burnt out and broken and stuff.
Did we take some of that?
Surely you guys took those by. I'm
I think we
assuming.
did,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
pretty sure you guys took
Okay.
those. Yeah, there was
Right,
like
this
a
was this-
yellow one that had some lightning sort of effect, and this other one that was able to like create things in very limited and very specific.
Knots used it to make some crystal blue, right? Like some
Yeah, made some like
really stepped on crystal blue.
Like, you synthesized on your drug?
basically like created some of the precursor to crystal blue, like these like actual like looks like really rough like diamonds like or sapphires almost. Yeah, like this like the primary element of this
So
drug.
one's a construct fluid and the other one's some sort of conductive fluid. You said one's kind of charged, right?
Yeah, this other one that
Cool.
Beep Boop like dipped an arrowhead or a bolt into and then tossed it, and it like flashed with lightning on impact or electricity on impact.
Cool.
So you guys repaired some of this construct. You were able to repair a lot of it, really, like the stuff that was actually burnt on the interior. The only challenge then when you guys left was basically securing power, consistent power for it. All right, patience. That's 7. Lick this thing up the wall.
Sounds like
Better
frenzied
than-
baking in a kitchen.
Yeah. Last moments before the showstoppers do. Yeah, you found those inkwells,
Proceeded along.
proceeded along, headed towards the wound in the mountain that you were hoping to repair, and came across some of the dead in the outer, as you guys like get to the like exterior portions of the mountain where people had been living.
No.
People had been like scavenging the interior of the mountain, living this dangerous life on this in this space. You found a company of dead people, and as you came across them, you heard the words that were spoken to the party in the chamber of the Necronomicon. What was written has been written again, and death stirred in that place, and some real bad ghastly enemies, sprung a little attack. So left
Do
off,
such a thing.
last time in that conflict, you guys are in this pretty large chamber. Looks like this portion of the mountain where once again it's like back into the spaces of the mountain that were actual like living area or intended to be living areas for large populations of people. Probably never achieved that with the collapse of god infused arcane society. But in this space, like it's a huge, basically like market or like village square or something. It's this large, like 120, 150 feet long chamber that's tall, like an oval shape with all of these like little like what were probably at one point intended to be like little like shops or something, like honeycombed into the walls all over. With all these like overlooking like little balconies and stuff. Space where they're like clearly going to be like fountains. It's making such a racket. Thanks. Clearly space are supposed to be fountains and like communal, like just green space and whatnot, but now it's mostly just empty and moldered cloth and these recently deceased bodies, which stirred with ghastly energy and a necrotic fog has swept around in this chamber, and 5 powerful undead enemies have manifested themselves. Definitely not. If these are the bodies that were in this chamber, what is like occupying them is like some like definite like manifest. These were just probably not immensely powerful individuals. So for them to like suddenly and so quickly become infused with such necrotic and such powerful necrotic energies, there is no doubt in some of your minds, I'm sure, that this is the influence of the unleashed Necronomicon in the world. You guys had opted, I think, largely to run away.
We ran away.
Finding this that's a damaging fight, a scary one, where they were reducing max HP with certain failures of Constitution
Ah,
checks.
Tactically advanced.
yes.
But yeah, you guys variously sprinted or were carried by a little pony centaur or dimension doored across this chamber to quickly get away from this approaching onslaught. This is after I think I think we're on the third or fourth round. I think third.
That's about right.
And yeah, that's where we left off. Anybody wants to add? Get underway? I think
Multiple things.
yes.
How much was in those stoppers? Because the other one was full when we started.
On the green Lego.
Yeah, I'm one, but I'll put a similar colored
That works.
from the green.
Yeah. Blood is much yellow.
Blessed is this one.
Yeah, this has
Oh yeah, we blessed
yellow
the
on
ones blessed, right?
this
I
thing.
don't think they were.
I think it might be a
actually-
stand-in again.
Yeah.
Blinded.
I think
Do we have a
One
picture
of
of this
them was
map?
stunned.
in.
One of them was stunned by noose.
Oh yeah, I think the
That's
yellow is
true.
done. Wait.
We
Stuff.
certainly do. Yeah, we can definitely post one. It'll definitely require some verbal captioning.
I think it was the blessed because I didn't have enough things. So it's stunned and
Yeah, we ran out of Banes.
Also, we need to add Nazira and Tehran to the field.
Yeah. Where would you like
Could
to
maybe by the
position
door.
yourself?
I-
Close-
Probably would have been near the front,
Like
wherever that may have been.
Yeah.
the
I'd say,
big
yeah.
front.
Tehran, Tehran and Nazir, you can definitely be with the party as like they're like fleeing from this field, but we can definitely put you in that clump as well.
Do you have a different preference, Zira? Or is that
Well, when I see the map,
photo?
maybe I can say something, but it's.
It's going to be such a confusion.
So helpful.
Wasn't really much on the map itself.
I don't know. I'll be next to Quilla.
Okay.
Yeah, we were
pretty much where
using
you
the
said
map
you-
Tehran was carrying you and you're by the door.
I could even say that I grabbed you when I dimension doored.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that was-
sure.
I sense she's waking up and I throw her off of me. Uncertain. Oh, you're awake.
To
Get off.
say or take Evan brought a fortune to bless the game today.
Uh-oh.
Our fortune for the game. It's time to treat yourself to something special.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
Oh, use her abilities.
Like a level up.
He takes the yellow and starts drinking.
I know that was how leveling up worked. You know what? I'm gonna treat myself today. I'm gonna
I
level
mean,
up.
I've been leveling up every time I feel like I need a special treat, so I don't know what the rest of you are doing.
Level 17. I'm level 21. What are you talking about?
Level 25.
Actually, pigeon. I swear to God. Are they pigeon? No, they're not pigeon. No, they can't have it. Technology is cyclical.
The undead necrophog is that's bad, but I saved against it. You can save against it, and you're immune for 24 hours. That's good to know. I wrote that down.
Okay.
How tall are the ceilings in this place, Mark?
Oh, very tall. Yeah, like 50, 60 feet probably.
Mountainous.
How
there's-
tall are these creatures?
The undead themselves are just medium-sized creatures.
Uh-huh.
The taller thing is just this like fog, which seems to be like spiraling around them, and this you guys are now clear of it,
Except for Beepin.
except for Beat Boop. The rest of you are clear of it, and you can see now, like in the back and looking back, there's this big, just like column, this pillar of just spiraling, like cyclone of this cold necrotic energy that is obscuring vision into it. When you look back, you cannot see your enemies, and you cannot see Beat Boop because of the obscuring fog.
But the fog is a targetable enemy.
Yeah, the fog is also
Yeah.
constantly like forming and apparating like individual like ghostly visages that are like trying to reach out and claw and find enemies, and when they can't, they just scream incomprehensibly in their agony and rage. These things are all targetable.
Okay.
And the fog has a singular HP for itself.
And how wide are the walls from each other?
The chamber,
It's large.
yeah, probably like 70 feet at its, the width probably is about 70 feet throughout this like long, like oval chamber.
Where we're at?
Where you guys are at, you're at kind of where it's all coming together at the door.
Okay.
You guys are basically like, yeah, pretty much at the door at this point.
And I think I had estimated that I had dimension doored like 200 feet from somewhere a little ways in to the far door. So, it's 70 by a couple hundred feet probably.
so you're actually way over here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Noose and I are much further away as well.
Are all the conditioned enemies are all the conditioned miniatures enemies? With circles on them?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything's
so.
circles.
My guess back here is an
That
enemy.
one.
Which was
That's
Beep
me.
Oh, that one's not. That one's beat.
What's this? What are you?
Trading.
You're concentrating. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure Noose and I are actually
What
like
is
much more
concentration? That's crap.
The big troll thing is also it's the wind, I believe, right?
The what?
No,
Big
it's the
trolls,
effect
the
of
wind.
Yeah.
And we are again.
Hey, Carly,
The wind?
did you put some water in that?
Yeah, it's just representing it on the board.
Not the fog?
No, yeah, the fog. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. The fog is like a hurricane with a little
You can't
eye.
see
in the
through it.
middle.
We weren't able to see more than 5 feet in it, I think.
Okay.
So why don't we have Tehran and the Zero roll initiative, and we'll add you to the turn order.
What? Oh, tell me when you're ready.
Go for it.
12.
She has foreseen this moment.
Yeah.
Tehran.
21.
21. Wow, you.
Also, when the fog hits you, I think it was the fog, it can lower your max AC.
Mhm.
HP. Sorry.
Cool.
So don't get hit.
Yeah, by like a lot.
Mhm.
How
When-
tall is the fog?
The fog goes all the way to the ceiling, like it's this towering, like swirling pillar.
That doesn't seem fair.
Pick it up with the thing I made.
I have it right now. It doesn't seem fair.
I don't care.
Fuck no.
What are we in initiative order?
Yes, we'll be in initiative order. Just bringing up to make sure I have all the stat blocks I need, and we're going to be starting off with Tehran, and then we're going to be moving on from there. So yeah, feel free to be, talk out of character as much as you want, as you like, figure out what you're doing in this
Feel free to
mess.
cheat.
Tehran, like,
Everybody.
there's some
Yeah, we were
weird shit you're just getting thrown into.
full blown retreat here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, moving forward towards the outside of the mountain to the node thing.
And there's a little misty thing that could heal you if you walk through it.
So we're flushing back.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait, so there's a good fog and a bad fog?
There's a healing fog. Don't get
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, I forgot about that.
who are our friends this way? I see you. Okay. That's it.
Everybody
Okay.
else is an enemy.
Okay.
Can he even see people?
Yeah.
No, you cannot see beep boop.
Yeah,
I'm in the
I'm
fog.
still in the fog.
Oh, the fog goes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we cannot see through the fog.
Wait, how far does the fog extend? Am I seeing?
It's in that whole room.
Probably like the last one, like hasn't come out, and you don't know exactly where Beep Boop is.
It's a magical fog. Okay.
But yeah, looking back, you can see this big pillar of cold blue necrotic fog that's spiraling around, and you hope against hope that Beep Boop's going to heroically run out.
Is the constable
Beep
back
Boop's
yet?
been in worse.
Oh yeah.
I think I might have been 10 too, because I had. Well, let me double check how many. I think I can be.
If retreat is still the mindset,
Top is Nezca.
I thought I'd been to all of them except for the new ghosts.
if retreat is still the mindset,
This
we're
one
gonna
is
cover our
banned.
escape.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
No.
I'm gonna look for the last guy, which is Beep Boop, and just kind of bridge the gap as close as I can get. That was where I think he was before the fog kind of loses track of me to the rest of the group. So like keep an
I
eye
think
on
the
them,
blinded was
the group
actually
as we're retreating,
Standing.
but
I'm
watching
gonna put this
and
one
waiting for
in
Beep
food
Boop as
as
close to Beep Boop as I can get. I don't know where he is, but I'm gonna assume he's right.
Are you waiting? Are you going up to the edge of the fog to wait for him, or are
Yes.
you going into it?
I'm at the edge of the fog.
Okay.
I'm at the edge of the fog.
All right.
What just happened?
I'm getting as close to the fog without disappearing, waiting for you to escape.
Oh,
And then
So I'm covering our-
actions just run with them, I imagine.
Yes, as soon as he comes out, I'm holding an action to run.
Was he within range of the fog to attack him at this point?
You've, I would say, seen what this fog can do. Its range outside its like actual edge is very limited, so it can like attack within like the 5 feet of its edge.
Okay.
You can stay like right
10.
outside.
I'll
the
stay
edge.
within
Yeah.
10. Yeah.
The fog has no limit.
Go ahead.
I think he has a reach weapon too. He can poke the fog from a distance. Yeah.
A foggy halberd reaches out.
Start stabbing.
Nice.
Stabbing.
All right. Yeah, if that ends your turn, we'll continue on. And next up, we have the spectral cloud, the necrotic tornado. This thing, is gonna give chase.
it can.
Oh, but it
It
can.
doesn't have a movement speed.
It sure do. It has a
Oh.
fly speed, in fact.
Oh,
And by the
Interesting.
virtue of doing damage to just things, I guess it doesn't need to make the attack, so it does have the. Oh, it is the attack, so it doesn't really have a passive effect. So you guys could potentially outrun this thing because this is. Yeah, interesting. Okay. It is going to run up. Did we? Yeah, I think we need to. We're going to need to make a more specific ruling on like how far ahead the rest of you guys are.
Let's clear the
So
tips.
why don't we like move everything, just reset,
Yeah.
pull everything back this way?
Probably about here, but you said like 100 feet. So
Yeah, and now it's getting a little bit more to scale. Then we're back to sorry.
We
that
can
was
move
clear.
the whole
Let's
set of
Oh, I
things,
see.
right? If we move it,
what?
we're not moving this.
No.
And each square is
Um,
10 feet. No.
No, I switched to the
God
other
damn it.
one because the 10 foot one was getting too complicated, and it was I had to
You
remind
were
everybody.
getting too complicated.
Is this
all
10
the
feet
time.
or 5?
Mm.
5.
Sorry.
No, I'm there.
5.
Well, somewhere around.
That looks good. And don't forget slap there. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, the 3 unpainted minis are the summons that the 5 big undead brought in with their 3-point legendary action. And it really wasn't that great. Yeah, put them in the middle. There we go. Okay, excellent. Thank you. All right, so we've got Nazir and Quilla. We'll say like a solid 100 feet past Tehran.
Sure.
We have Nostrum and Noose. What is that? Probably like
75 feet away.
75. Okay,
And I think
75 feet past Tehran. And
right at the door of the next hall.
and Beep Boop just like basically 5 feet within the field of the cloud. So, all right, the cloud is going to move and attack.
No.
It's going to.
What represents the cloud?
The cloud has been this troll, I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah.
So it was kind of just like off to the center because it's too big. Like I didn't want to put it because it's like it was actually centered kind of like in the middle of the fight, but it was awkward to put that there. So why don't we do like this and just
Like an edge of the
Give
cloud.
him a.
yeah, it's gonna move up. So it was like right there.
We'll just do this guy.
That works.
Very close there.
It can only get to about right here and attack.
Is that within 10 feet of me?
Oh, it sure is.
Oh, nice.
So the edge of the cloud is now like. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I believe a like 60 feet in diameter,
Okay.
so like a 30-foot radius there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say like right here.
I'm gonna pull arm master that guy.
How dare you?
Okay.
We are out of it.
So Noose and Nos
Yeah.
and Nazira and Quilla are outside of the cloud.
Yeah. So pull arm it up.
I can't see you guys in there.
It's
Yeah,
that's so
we're in
funny.
Is that funny, Bob?
It's really funny.
24.
24 definitely hits. So like you see, you guys back out of the cloud, look back and see this like cloud rushing towards Tehran. And Tehran, like you pull out your immense like magic halberd and just like this total like anime style, just like cleave through this thing, and for a moment just cuts through this like cyclone, and it just halted in its tracks as it like struggles to reform itself into a cyclone. You stop it. So let's put it back at like 10 feet. No, it only activates after they get into 5 feet, I think, with that ability.
In my range.
In your range. Okay, great. Yeah, so 10 feet away from Tehran is now the point. So yeah, cost it a little bit of movement and did some damage.
And into reach. When a creature within. Okay, so yeah, I used Polar Master on that. So that is a reaction that I didn't use Sentinel Attack or any of the other ones. So that stops 10 feet from me.
Perfect. That does mean you won't be able to move with your prepared action.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I would rather. Fuck. Let it get within 5 feet. Can we retcon that? I'll let it get within 5 feet and stop your action or stop your movement. Because that's kind of what you described. Was my
I thought that's what you were doing, was doing the thing.
polar mat Sentinel attack is within 5 feet is an
Yeah.
opportunity attack, and that stops your movement.
Yeah.
So if we want to retcon that, I'm okay with that, or not.
I don't understand the other thing we would be doing.
Sentinel attack is a 5 foot is within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Use my reaction, and one of these. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. One of these stops movement.
I think that's Sentinel, which
That's Sentinel.
yeah, I think that's the thing that happens in 5 feet.
Okay.
That's the like what allows you to
Yeah.
do like because normally you only get to use your reaction taking an opportunity attack when it leaves your combat.
Yeah, sorry. Polar
Yeah.
Master just puts you within 10 if I wanted, but 5 if it's in 5 feet, then it's Sentinel.
Perfect. Yes. Well, yeah. So yeah, it is stopped right there.
Yeah.
It's yeah, thanks. I think you'll just move it back. Beep boop. You just cleave through this undead cyclone and halt it in its tracks. Awesome. How much damage did you do?
I think that was 12. I'm gonna make sure I'm lined up right real quick.
And we'll be making some attacks.
Oh, I can't attack anybody. I'm in the middle of it now.
Could you throw me
Yeah.
a green one? A green marker. See that? No, like no, that's right.
Sorry, 2 seconds.
It's just-
Yeah.
Being
This would be the healing thing, right? Here.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah.
the healing
Where's this stone?
We'll do movement one against payroll.
Can't attack
I
me.
just like this drop.
Why would that?
I guess. It's
25.
No.
It's almost bluish.
I mean,
I do. The other one's definitely gonna miss.
I've definitely found some nice some hikes that I can.
19 to hit you, Tayron.
that is a miss. Oh wait, no, meets
Meat beats.
beat
Awesome. Your AC is 19.
19.
Hell yeah. So hit against both of you. Now we do. Did you get the damage?
12.
12. Nice.
Bane doesn't have any effect on that, does it?
Oh yeah.
Minus
Bane,
D4.
Rain like the wind,
So I
cowboy.
think that's going to guarantee a miss against you. The only question is if it's going to miss you.
What do you roll?
I believe it was a 25 or was it a 24?
I don't remember.
I heard 24.
24. It's
I
not
heard
going to
staples. And if it rolls a 4, it misses.
It rolled a 2.
That's it.
All right. So still get the hit on you.
Nice memory on Bane.
24 points of damage.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
there's the other set of dice too. That's right. These are nasty wind bites.
Yeah, these things suck.
So you take the 24 points of damage. That's just like force damage from the wind. The other half is necrotic, and that's the damage that can affect your max HP. That's going to be 16 points of necrotic damage. Make a con save, please.
I already made this con save before.
Did you succeeded against the wind before?
I can't. I don't know. That's what.
I have not.
Oh, I think it doesn't matter for the effect. Yeah, it's the chilling winds effect that would matter for. It does not for the spectral touch. That's not.
20.
What is the DC you're looking for?
Nice.
Your maximum HP is not reduced. And the other attacks are misses. That ends the wind's turn. I forgot to see if this thing recharged as well. Oh. The thing happens. That's the end of the spectral cloud's turn. Nazira, you're up.
All right. And how far away is that spectral cloud from me now?
The edge of it now is like 90 feet away from you, I think, or like no, maybe less than that. Like
Oh, it's 75.
yeah, call it 75 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm going to move 15 feet closer.
This witchy one, right?
Yeah, Palpatine.
And put a spell Palpatine.
And let's see. Let me find this spell. Make sure. Okay. Yep, that is. And suddenly from my hand bursts a bright beam of pure light. And I cast Sunbeam.
Ooh.
Every creature in a line, so I'm gonna try to arrange myself so I'm not hitting any of my friends.
Real
You
hard to
can't
do
see
that.
them. So you
I
don't
can't
know.
see them. Okay, cool. We're just gonna go for it.
What if the cloud
Watch
got-
out!
They can see us. We're not in the cloud.
You can see me still. The
Yeah,
cloud
just
is right here.
You can avoid Tayron, but we'll have to roll for it, I think, for
Just aim above my head.
Okay,
Oh, that's true. Big towering cloud.
that's
Right.
true. Yeah,
But then
absolutely.
you'll hit
That's-
back.
The
There's a bunch
elements,
of bad guys
the
behind them.
elements of the cloud that are targetable, as I mentioned before, are those apparitions. Like when it like apparates to harm you, that's when you can strike back at the cloud. Otherwise, it's a lot of just cold necrotic mist. So I will say I'll retract that it does need to be at like target level,
Okay.
because it has to like
Okay.
even go nearby Tehran, because that's where the apparitions are manifesting in order to make attacks.
Okay.
It will say it has a 1 in 3 chance to hit beat boot in it as well.
Okay.
The beat boot, or Nazira, why don't you roll a d6 for me, and a 2 or lower, it wings, at least wings the beat boot.
4.
Nice.
Okay. And this creature has to make a Constitution saving throw. At if it's undead, it has to do it at a disadvantage.
Aw.
No,
This one does not have advantage against magic, so yeah, disadvantage. Didn't save. Oh, that stole a 19 from me on the die. That's a 2.
That is a failure. Okay.
That's a 6. Sorry.
That is still a failure. All right. It is going to take 68 radiant damage and is going to be blinded until my next turn.
68 radiant damage.
6 dice of 8.
Oh,
Of dice 8. 6 dice 8. All right. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
68 would have been cool.
Yeah.
Uh, 26 points of damage, of radiant damage,
Nice.
and it's blinded.
Oh,
And then I will move back towards Quilla, as far away from the creature as I can.
it's not immune to blinding. You blinded the wind.
It's because I'm connected to the elemental plane of air.
And
So super communing with air.
Yeah.
Away from it, thick too, I think, right?
Oh yeah.
Because yeah.
I think
I gotta
you
pay
remember
attention. I
that.
gotta
How do you
remember.
remember
And also we have 30 feet of bright light. That is sunlight.
Oh, nice.
Will that cut through the fog?
Or does that hit the creatures behind it at all?
It goes out to 60 feet, so I think it's just on the edge.
Yeah. It's like it definitely, like the fog is definitely like burning away from the radiant beam, but it's like outside that immediate area, it's just like a blinding bright, like bright blue, like pale blue fog that is now just so brightly illuminated as to just hurt your eyes, beat boop, from the interior here.
Use your high beams driving in the fog.
Yeah.
But we see those red damage numbers flash above it, so we know that we're damaging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It hisses and squeals in pain.
Hey, there we
A
go.
little yellow 28 pops up.
Yeah.
It is bloodied or
Cloudy,
yeah.
rainy, dewy.
Excellent.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's just beginning to disperse.
Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da.
Awesome. That brings us
Nazir's
to
turning more into like a godlike wizard. I have blinded the very wind. all right. So we go. All right, we go to the 5 skeletons, the 5 undead that have risen to harm you.
They have risen indeed.
They have risen. Let's see. They don't have the mobility of the wind, but they do get to effectively hover with ghostly energy. So they're all going to go 30 feet towards you.
He needs one of those sticks that pushes like buttons.
I know,
Like,
sometimes-
like,
Or the craps, like the grubs to grab.
yeah, or like they saw like on the big war rooms on the big like map tables when they're pushing like enemy units along on a big map. And
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
get
just
you one.
pushing tanks around.
Yeah.
I actually had like a
these are
and
pets.
like skeletal hand.
That,
Yeah.
That I was
this
like
is
using
one
it
of
by
the
Andy to like
bad
move stuff
guys.
around. Well,
I think it might be this one.
might not.
I'm gonna say this one can get to you as well.
He's invisible, right?
No, he's concentrating. He's baned. I don't think any of these other guys are going to really get to you, but they also move up.
Does the stun one?
Not the stun one.
That one's
That one's stunned. Move it back. It's make another attack at the end of its turn, but otherwise it is stunned.
Are they sprinting to? Get
Yeah,
to
those
the
ones I
range?
think will put them ahead of the party. In fact, those ones give them the full 60 to just move ahead of you.
These
Yeah.
guys are from out here. So
And that does look like
yeah.
3 of the main dudes are in range of Beep Boop, and 1 of the summoned creatures. Summoned creatures, I think, do have their own initiative.
I mean, in this picture, it looks like only 2 of them could get, 3 of them could get to me within 30
Oh,
feet
they're
of me.
getting to you.
With these being 10. Wait, 5, 10. Yeah, but before.
The wind is propelling them forward. They get 40 movement now.
I guess 4 of them could get within me. I buy it.
Excellent. Phew.
But March is trying to kill me.
I mean, I am absolutely no great.
Making sure,
Uh,
don't forget they have disadvantage.
why are they disadvantaged?
Because of the blinding light. I don't know.
Well, they have a -4
Uh,
or minus a D4.
oh, this one. The cop is actually going to doesn't even want to get up to you because it is going to
You'll comp.
is going to target Tayron with a ranged attack from where it is there.
Okay.
It is going to cast Enfeebling Ray at you, Tayron.
It's gonna get its chance.
Loves that. I believe I'm bringing that up. I believe it is a con save from you. Yeah, it's a con save from you, please. Come.
22.
Ooh, that is a success. You feel this cold energy try and sap your strength, but you are protected with your paladin energies. Excellent. That's that guy's turn. We go to the green Lego. It had to dash to get up there, so that's all it's doing. The gray monster is stunned. I'll give it its con save. Does a oh, that's not even that great. Does a 16 beat the con or the stun, Ryan? In that,
And oops.
the slap gets that is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can misty step it well. Oh, for him. I think Vuyev is going to actually link up instead to Tayron and attack Tayron instead.
Might not be this one.
It's going to make
Minus D4, whatever it does.
yeah, minus the D4. Make the life drain attack against Tayron.
Don't forgive me now.
Stop it. Did you say it was disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
Now it's in the sunlight though.
Oh, it does get.
If
No, the sunlight went on the other side of them, so Slappy there is not in the sunlight. And I think it was just a beam that would stay.
Yeah, it's just a beam and then it goes away until I summon it again.
So we can't see it.
That's a 26 against your AC, Tayron.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, the D4. That is not.
minus a D4. Thank you.
Minus a 4.
22 still is.
Oh,
Oh,
excellent.
It was so hard.
Yeah, I got nothing to save me on that one. But yeah, what do you got?
I've got 22 points of necrotic damage to you. And make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
Make sure I got everything here. Ryan, what's the DC for your stun? If you're talking, you're like all garbled and we can't hear any noise coming from you.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm having headset trouble. It's a 20 wisdom save.
20, it fails, so it remains stunned. Your HP is reduced by the damage. Your maximum HP is reduced by the damage you just took.
So like 20, 16. What was it?
Was it 22?
22.
I think it's 26 minus the d4.
I almost started.
Well, that was just for the attack roll.
Oh, right.
It was the actual damage, which I think
Oh,
I still
yeah.
have here on the die, which would be 22. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, your maximum HP is reduced by 22 for now.
I knew I almost started seeing it together.
All right, and that's slap, and then we have the Illithid, who is in range of beat boop, and will make the special.
Damn, that hit harder than it needed to.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying all day.
It's also going to make a life drain attack against you.
You too.
You.
Me?
You.
Fine.
20 to hit.
Minus D4.
Minus a
Minus
D4.
Doesn't matter. It misses. I just went.
Nice. Oh, the Bane. The Bane.
You did.
Nice work. Bane is hanging out. Undervalued stuff.
Such a beautiful slow.
That's the last of my 5 ghost monsters. And that brings us to Noose the Juice. The juice is loose.
Jeez.
Brian, you with us?
What did it get?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, you do.
Yeah.
On what?
Yep.
Oh, it was I think it was a,
Headset.
No. It was
and then it got reduced. I got it's 20, then it got reduced to 19. I rolled a 1 on the D4. Do it. What's your AC?
I forgot I moved. Make a little.
Oh, your
Robots
AC
back there.
bonus babies are not nearby, huh?
My bonus babies. are nearby.
That's a shame. That means life drain is gonna life drain.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it also healed. I forgot. That was slap that healed. This one is hit. Nice. And this one hits you.
They
Yeah.
feel on their heads.
On life drain they sure do. 24 points of damage. Make a Constitution saving throw. Are you down?
Oh shit.
Did that knock you to 0?
What?
What?
The target dies if its hit point maximum is reduced to 0.
Die.
Wait,
Wait.
D.
your
No saving
maximum
throws.
isn't reduced to 0, right? Just you are reduced to 0, but your hit point max is not 0.
I died. Mark finally killed a deep poop.
You still do need to make the con save, I think.
For what?
I mean,
19.
yeah. So your HP maximum HP is not reduced. So I'll say that won't further complicate resurrecting that. So your maximum HP is still whatever small amount. Yeah, it didn't run that risk.
And we have no idea.
You took other damage as well. You probably weren't in danger of that reducing your maximum.
I'm close enough to hear him.
I haven't had any reduction in my
Your maximum
maximum
HP.
because I'm
Cool.
that cool.
Yeah.
That's so
So you're
cool,
just
bro.
down.
Just dead.
You're just down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just down.
Unconscious.
I mean, no, not unconscious, dead. Life drain, if it reduces their current HP to 0,
Okay.
they die.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was your max.
Okay,
nope.
So.
He dropped. He definitely made a clunk. Can I tell where he is in the fog
Also, I think
based on?
Give me a how close of a you have a general idea of the direction the clump came from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can give you kind of a cone of direction that
Okay.
it probably came from.
we're telepathically connected when we notice that.
You moved off the call.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Where's that? We're trying to reach. It's not. No.
Long dial tone.
Revivify.
That
Ryan,
I'm dead. I have nothing to say about
it is
that.
your turn.
Yeah. I would like to get
I can probably get it from here. I just want to throw a psychic dagger at the wind.
Oh.
Yeah. And if we kill the fog, then
Got a lot of range.
The wind goes to like right here, so it's right in front of us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Like,
No problem. Yeah, there's also a little
yeah,
healing
it
thing
doesn't
right behind you.
spell that.
I think
Uh,
I think
no,
we
no.
moved through the healing thing. I think I remembered.
This is
Maybe
now,
you did.
That's the front of the
yeah, this is the front of the wind. So it's actually like 5, 10, 15, 20. It's like actually back here. That's the center of it.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
The front edge is up there.
Can we
just
still use this for the edge and this for the?
like that.
Oh, sure. Yeah. We got the troll as the center of the wind, and the pillar as the effects of the wind. There we go.
Okay. I
Now
might
we're in.
move up then, because I only got 60 range. So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Because we can't do.
You can definitely do that. Somebody help with me. Just
Up
get
where you
him
went.
within range, 60 feet of the edge of the cloud, that pillar. Yeah, make your attack.
35, 55, 60. I mean, you have to get within what, 30 range or something?
60.
60.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
you're definitely-
Yeah.
Okay.
If you move back and get some healing and then move forward, you have enough
dip
space.
into the healing
I was
spirit.
gonna attack and then run away.
There you go, perfect.
Bravely ran away.
That's a 30 for my attack.
Yeah. Yeah, you
18.
pierce the wind.
All right. Can I get my sneak attack on it? It's got
I-
Tavon inside of it.
Has enough characteristics of an
You're in my book.
Oh my god! What? Yes, you can get a sneak attack on it, Ryan. You have ally next to it, and it's definitely like it's standing out as more of a creature in a lot of ways than like just a mere wind.
Excellent. So it takes 44 psychic damage.
44 seconds. It
Woo!
like
Oh no, maybe not. That doesn't work.
oh,
Because you were killed outright.
oh.
Well,
Just kidding.
That's
I'm
so
still
sad.
That makes me
dead.
so sad. Yeah. It's if you drop to 0, but you're not killed outright. But
Yeah, it psychic hurts it just fine. You said how much? Sorry, 40?
I think it was 48. 44.
44. That sounds right.
Yeah.
It is almost. You have dispersed the wind.
nice.
Yeah.
That wind.
Suck on that.
That it's like already like cleaved and like you can almost see it's like these like writhing specters like at the like cleaved heart of this wind that like Tehran has like laid bare with his mighty strike, and you just follow the like, dagger into the heart of this thing, and it just like breaks through whatever concentration of necrotic energy, and it is dispersed in a screaming but evaporating burst of cold wind. Those
can we-
are Beeboop's pets.
yeah, they go away. He's dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
They don't?
oh,
I don't think so.
awesome. Anything else from you? Just dart back into the healing spirits and then your turn.
Yeah, I'd like to move back through the healing and yep.
Yeah. How much healing you get?
1d6.
Wow.
Wow.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. A 1.
Nice.
Oh.
It's working.
Well done.
Don't do the moon 6 helps.
It goes to the little skellies next, and then Beep Boop, you're on deck.
That
Cool.
It's happening.
oh, actually, you get an extra 1d4 since I have the.
This
You get an extra
is
1
gonna-
HP.
Oh, 2.
Oh, these guys basically already moved. We just did them on turn. So these guys just sprint up. This one runs up, finds you dead, and then just runs up to the next enemy. 10, 15, 20. So yeah, it's gonna run up here, and that's a sprint or a dash. So that's all they do is just move. And that ends the summoned Skelly monster's turn. We go to Beep Boop, who is expired. Beep Boop, you did feel this just cold leeching of your life's energy as you've been trying to get away from these enemies and rejoin your team. You feel one of them just reach out, and it feels like their cold hand passes through your body and clutches onto your bellstone core, and you can feel something very mortal about yourself being drained away.
You see the face float away.
That ends your turn. Quilla, you're feeling probably much better than that. And you're on deck.
But the fog is gone and my friend is down. And I'm like, oh no.
The
Wow.
Oscars too.
Well,
Totally.
yeah, I can't make it all the way there. So all I'm gonna do, I mean, because I don't know that he's dead, not just unconscious, so I can't reach him to cast Spirit of the Dying. But which I would try, even though it wouldn't matter.
I would let you. I mean, you have the Rory's telepathic bond, and I would let you make a check if you wanted
Okay.
to.
Sure. I mean, it doesn't really change.
How long do you-
I'd be curious.
How long do you wait on the other end of the line? You're like, hello?
No, yeah.
Hello?
What
I hang up if you don't say anything.
17 plus whatever. What can I check?
Make a medicine check, probably.
19.
19. I'd say with the assistance of like connection you guys have with the Rory's and like you know at any moment like beep boop. Do you think that there was a dying word on the line of Rory's? Xerox's name is whispered across Rory's is you
Yeah.
definitely have the insight that Beep Boop is
Yeah.
dead.
Right. I'm gonna shout, somebody take care of Beep Boop, and I'm gonna fire 3 Eldritch Blasts at this nearest baned baddie.
Nice. Is
Um,
that Green Lego?
I was thinking the guy in front of Tehran, between
Punching
Tehran and Beep.
The unpainted ones are the really shitty minions.
Yes.
Okay, punchy guy. Okay.
Punchy guy. Yes. Right. Took me a second to process that.
Yeah, no worries. Not a
Took her a second to remember his name is Punchy Guy.
punchy guy.
Yeah.
Punchy guy, the undead.
First one is going to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Higher.
I don't know. Oh.
19 hit?
Yep.
And way higher.
All four hit.
Yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet. That's a D10.
Usually everybody apologize for that. Ow.
Okay. Oh, those are not beautiful rolls. 3 plus 11 is 14 plus 5, so 19 damage to the punchy punch.
Okay. You got 3 more to do. Or is that all the
That was all
damage?
4.
That you 19 total with all 4 Eldritch Blasts?
Nope. Add
Charisma?
my
Charisma.
attack bonus. Yeah, it was just plus 5 for each of those, so another 20.
Okay. That's
Thank you. That I was like,
is much more disappointing
yeah, I
than
was like,
Quilla
that
usually.
seems awfully low. They were really pretty rolls, but that does seem awfully low.
Below
Yes.
my minimum damage,
Thank you.
perhaps even.
Yeah.
For it.
Yes. So yeah. So whatever that is.
Yeah, yeah,
39.
Much more
That makes
respectable
more sense.
39.
Yeah.
This recently rejuvenated ghost apparition is not bloodied yet.
Damn.
You saw this one take damage before.
It's radiant damage, by the way, if that makes any difference.
Unfortunately, no, it's not vulnerable to such things.
Okay.
But yeah, you saw this thing take damage before, and it has since like become more solid and like more like healed once again. But it does take this with no reduction. Anything else you got in the tank, Quilla, or can we move on to Nostrum?
I'm gonna scamper up and use the little healing circle because there's no need for me to be further up than my friends anyway, really. Even though I can cast Eldritch Blast at like 500 feet.
500 feet.
480 feet.
Yeah.
So you're a 1d6 and a 1d4 to put up HP back.
I want to do 6 and a 1d4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll go to Nostrum.
Okay. 7. That's not so bad.
Better than a 1 and a 1d4.
He got a 1d4, so you got 2 HP back.
Oh my god. That's sad.
Say beep. That's all I say. Beep. Down. And like down, like dead down. Ah!
You just gotta press the power
He's
button.
not answering my calls.
All right, everyone, what's up?
Free nights and weekends again? When is
You have a minute?
So wait, we're fighting now? Oh.
So just say beep.
I'm gonna step back and get all HPs. Get a level 6 back. I am then
So good.
going.
Roll.
That's all good. Did I use? Might as well. I'm gonna save the poop.
Save the poop.
Save the poop.
Save the poop.
Save the poop. I'm gonna move up, so it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That should get me within. I think I need to be within 30 feet of everyone. 35, 40, 45. That's good. So I need to be within 30 feet of people. I can attack up to 5 targets.
Oh my. You're doing that like,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
what's it called?
It is called Steel Wind Strike.
Wind strike, so good.
So I'm going to flourish my weapon, and you see me just like teleport around, making melee attacks on each of these people. Make a melee spell attack. So my spell attack against all 5. So let's go just left to right. 1, 2.
So yeah, just keep in mind, like, can you do multiple targets on multiple hits on the same target?
No, it has to be
Oh,
a different
different
target.
target.
Yeah, so it probably have
Cool.
to be a little bit closer over this way so I can reach that guy. Okay, so the first 2 from left to right. That is a 27 and a 23.
That's definitely hit those good 2 white guys.
Not 1 and
Ooh.
a 21.
That'll hit. So
So
punchy is miss.
I'm missing Bane.
Yeah. But you hit the Lego. And you hit the
27.
last guy there. Yeah.
And this does 60-10 damage. So that's 10 plus 14, 24. 20, 34, 37
37
points
Nice.
of damage.
That kills the summon minions.
These
All
guys
3 of those, yeah. All destroyed.
Nice.
And you said it was 37.
33 or 37, I can't remember. 37, I think.
Yeah, I think it was.
And I will make him my new and he will take an additional 7 points of damage.
Nice.
Give him his bond.
I'm gonna go pee. Don't go pee.
Kill him more. All right. If that is your turn,
That's
you'll be up next. Hey, Ron.
as I back out.
You just run in, blink, and just dash strike against all of them and run back. Barely caught a sweat. Awesome. Yeah, Noose, you watch the whole thing, and you're genuinely not sure if Nostrum just began moving so fast you couldn't perceive it, or if he was teleporting around, super like anime strikes going on. And we'll go up to the top with Tayron.
Just every time Nostrum moves, I just imagine he just disappears and then appears wherever his destination is. And there's
Yeah.
like flaming hoof prints all over the room on the ceiling.
The flaming hoof prints are gone at this point. It's just my gold.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Misty Step to Beep Boop, which should forego any attack of
Yeah.
opportunity.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna Revivify.
Ooh.
So cast Misty
So
Step.
that's to bring him back with 1 HP.
Bring him back with 1 HP.
I mean, if he gets hit again, it's gonna go right back
Good
out.
thing I'm there.
And everyone can see now.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
So I get myself right fucking in there, just in case someone decides to fuck around. And I bring back Beep with
Boom.
1 HP.
Brought up
Good.
1 HP.
And I'm going to.
Yeah. What was he concentrating?
Is invisibility? Wasn't he invisible or something?
I think it was invisible. Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
What he was concentrating.
Yeah, I don't think it was the constructs. I think they,
Yeah, because he said they stayed up when he went down, so that would make sense.
I was concentrating on a spell.
I guess we'll never know.
lost concentration on it.
But you're up.
You're-
Because I
you're
died.
alive.
I heard that. One hip. Hooray!
I think
Wonder.
that's.
Now you have PTSD.
Yeah, that leaves me. Yeah, so I'm gonna hang out.
All right, right on. Spectral cloud, deceased again, dispersed rather. Nazira, you are up,
Yeah.
and the bad skeleton's next.
Yeah.
All right, so Beep Boop is okay now.
He's up.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay is one way of putting it.
Can I get those skeletons in a line?
You can get almost all of them in a 5-foot wide line. You can get all of them in a 15-foot wide line.
Okay, I will do that. Let's see how. This is a 5-foot wide line, so
Okay,
almost
you
all of
get
them. And then I'm going to blast them with sunlight.
What's the range?
60 feet.
You'll have to move
Okay.
forward.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to move forward, and you might only be able to get 3 of them with that range.
How far
Okay.
can you go?
60.
That's 30.
Oh, move 30, and then another 60 foot range.
30 and 20.
Yeah, you can get 3.
Exactly, unless we can move up another 5.
Yeah, you can get 3 out of the 5 with this line.
Okay. A con saving throws for them, please.
Oh, and they're Bane?
Yep.
All right, so 3 con saving throws.
Uh,
What's the modifier here? Not great. What's the back? All right.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the minus. First one's definitely a failure. Next one's a nat 20, but nat 20s are not guaranteed saves as far as I remember. No, or is it? Are they guaranteed saves?
no.
Remember Yeah, nat 1s are not guaranteed failures. Nat 20s are not guaranteed saves.
Just
Yeah, it's
So
just a hitting.
21 minus 1, so it's a 20 flat. What's the DC?
19.
Okay, so the middle one saves. The last one rolled a 19 on the die. So that's a 20 total minus its D4. So it gets a -2. So that brings it down to 18. So that one fails. So the middle one
Okay.
saves, you fail.
So the ones that take full damage take 21 points of damage and they are blinded, and the other one takes half of that.
Okay. All right, so that's punchy.
Look to the sun.
And it's radiant in case that matters, but I think I heard you say it doesn't for these guys.
Correct.
Which is
That is-
dumb because they're undead. Oh, they also roll that at disadvantage, Mark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the only one that matters is that nat 20. So
Yeah.
unless it's another nat 20, it's going to be added to the that's a nat 17. So that's going to bring down to back down to a 17. Nice. So all 3 fail. All 3 take 21 points of damage and are blinded. They mock you with undead energy at their resistance or their have normal damage from radiant energy. And then it was copper as well.
Am I exhausted after being brought back to life?
Didn't say anything like that.
I think it's only like the resurrection spell that does that. Like
Yeah.
because it's so quick. Yeah, you've hardly been dead a second.
Basically, anything.
Resurrection, you go all the way to your plane of existence and then back again.
The journey. You were just lingering for a while. It's like, man, are they going to do anything about this?
Wondering if Rory works across planes, right?
Yeah.
If Rory's works across planes, then he could just let us know what it's like going.
Let
to
us
heaven.
know, hey, Elysium's pretty nice this time of year.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh wait, it's getting pretty hot. Oh god.
Ah, all right. Wonderful. If that ends your turn, the zero, we go to our bad guy.
All right, that I'll move back if I can.
I don't think you can. It's 30 to
Okay.
get it.
That's fine. That ends my turn.
Excellent. All right. They are going to all attack and stuff. We've got one that's still stunned and is going to be dealing with that. The other four, though, are going to be doing some things. We'll go the copper, also known as Inezisku, is going to, this is the Rave Enfeeblement one. It's going to keep doing that. It's like, I mean, you guys start, there's no more strengthy strength around, and it's already got Payron tag. Oh, yeah, you succeeded on your Rave Enfeeblement check.
Yes.
I think it's going to try again and get you with that because it sees how muscly you are and wants you to fail this.
Come on.
Yeah, it's another con saving throw against the Rave Enfeeblement. These guys' DC is not as high as that wind was, so.
Come on, big money. All right.
Looking
Trying
for
to
a
blast all that grease off your muscles.
Yeah. Then that one.
That is a 15.
Oh, that is. Oh no, yeah. Bane isn't gonna do anything on its DC. So yeah, that's a failure. Your attacks made with strength are gonna be doing half damage until you get free of this curse.
Welcome to the
Or
club.
this little penalty here.
Wait, was I supposed to roll see if I got out of it at the end of my turn?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me double check. I think yeah, at the end of each of the target's turn, it can make a Constitution saving throw against the spell, and success the spell ends.
Okay.
Nope.
You said what half strengths your attacks?
Yeah, it halves the damage dealt with weapon attacks that use strength.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you pull out a dagger and do some dex stuff, it won't have that, but it'll probably half any damage do with that.
Yeah. Okay.
The green Lego's gonna go. It's got that. So that's not really. It's gonna just charge forward the remaining party here. So it's. I don't think it can get to anybody with 30, just out of range of the zero. So it's gonna dash around behind the zero and end its turn there. The gray one is the stunned one. It's gonna try. It gets a 2 on the die. It remains stunned forever. Well done, Noose.
Only a minute.
I mean, a minute's an eternity in a fight. Slappy McGee here is going to step forward and try and life drain Tayron.
Wait, it's within that 5 feet.
Wait, how many more? Wait, so yeah.
Just walked into 5 feet.
I mean, it was 10 feet away and it moved into 5 feet. So if you want to, oh yeah, you could reaction and keep it 5 feet away from you and unable to make an attack.
Well, how many more of these fuckers are going to hit still?
So
What do we got left in this group?
Yeah, the green one already went. The cop already went. So the illithid is going to go still as well.
Elithid's going to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to tank that hit from
Okay.
the asshole.
So it's going to make a life drain attack against you.
I see blue.
With a minus D4. Let's not forget.
That's not.
That brings it down to a 20.
20 Constitution
It's 20 to hit against your AC.
against my AC.
Yeah.
Mother-
First got a hit, and then we get a
19.
con.
Yeah.
Nice. So another hit. This is going to be unfun, as it does another life drain. It feels like this spectral claw just like hits that armor and then just passes through after a moment's resistance and like swipes across and through your body.
Into your soul.
Into your very soul. Gonna do some nasty necrotic damage here. Oof.
Ooh. Max damage.
29 points of
Yikes.
necrotic damage.
Bring it.
Almost.
Roll that con save.
And make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't get knocked to zero.
Yeah, it's bad for you.
It was 29.
Saves on a 1 on a save is not a failure.
Not
Right?
an automatic failure, no. Your
Okay, so
DC is
13.
13.
13.
You hit the save
Yeah.
on a nat one.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice.
god, you cannot fail against the life drain. Your bonus is so high. That's awesome. There is like you know, like
17's gotta mean something.
and just have their soul like torn and shredded by that attack. But there is some internal perseverance and strength that strengthens you against this. My god, that's amazing.
Hold on, I gotta adjust my.
Right. Okay.
They rolled Bane on the
I'm trying to think about
yes.
what I was gonna do next, and I wasn't sure if I.
Jesus.
And then we have the Illithid that's going to go as well. It sees a freshly
I'm lying down. I don't know. It's a crumpled metal
Are you
contraption.
playing dead?
I haven't. It's not been my turn. I'm
it
laying down.
doesn't matter.
I can't stand up.
Give
on my
me
turn. I
an
have to lay down.
abstraction. Let us, if you would like to play possum, I would let you make a performance check. Right.
Wait, what's it? What's the Illithid trying to do?
This one is going to hit. Boop.
Do I have any consequences for playing possum?
No,
Am I
this-
using
this-
any resource?
No,
I'm gonna use a reaction. When a creature within 5 feet makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Nice.
So that's Sentinel attack.
You got a what?
4.
It rolled a 2 on the die. I didn't even think I would need to check its stats for this. It does have a +8 to perception. Let me say that beats your
I was
efforts.
gonna try.
So it's going to make the attack against you, and you can make that effect as well. So it's going to make an attack with a -d4.
With advantage because I'm laying down.
Advantage, thank you. Kill me, please.
Hey,
I'm gonna
teacher,
die.
That's unfortunate.
if he's gonna take the performance for playing dead, he's gotta take the prone.
So you will need to also, I won't need to roll this damage unless you fail your con check here.
22.
Nice. So I don't need to roll damage. That just knocks you down to 0 again.
Great.
And you are instantly
you-
killed again because of the life drain.
Because we-
Yeah.
Wait,
What?
this is.
What?
Hold on, when you hit a creature with an opposite attack, each before the left to attack.
Life drain. Every time you're reduced to 0 by this
Within
attack,
5
you
feet,
just
make an
die
attack
instead of doing
against
the
target
death
other than
saving
you.
throws.
Doesn't have.
This is, you know,
Use this reaction.
Necronomicon shit.
So this
What
is
attack is this?
does the attack go through if this is an opportunity attack?
Pardon?
If you're making an attack, so that's how Sentinel attack works. If you're
Mhm.
making the attack, and this is within, no, that's
Yeah, it's not
I think
doing
even if you
it
pay
won't-
him-
like Sentinel I don't think will apply because it was already in range of you.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of shifting over while in range
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
So you do get that you can make that attack though, so because it targeted somebody
Yeah.
other than you. So you can make
We
the
still- we haven't-
reaction attack.
25 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah.
What if he kills it?
It still hit you. First.
But what if he
It has to attack to trigger the sentinel.
But what if?
it's attacking? Maybe we can roll for death.
What if to not be alive?
11.
11 damage?
Yeah.
It's a move point.
It's
Like
nice
a
and
cow
wounded, but it does oh my god. This is so bad. I do need to roll the damage for the crit because it regains hit points equal to half the amount of the damage the target takes. Well, you only have one point of damage.
Yeah.
I'll say in this case it just
It doesn't matter how many hit points
in
There's
between.
no life disadvantage.
You're already tapped.
You've sucked all my life out of me.
Yeah, no squeezing blood from the stone. Yeah, it'll be in that case it remains pretty heavily wounded. Or it becomes pretty heavily wounded after your attack there, and I think that wraps up our bad guys. We have 2 attacks. Second unit, the stun guy. I feel like I'm missing one.
No, you got it.
Oh yeah, because the one did the enfeebled, one just ran, and then 2 attacked at one stun. Yeah, that's everybody. So that's my bad guys. Juice, you're up. And then after that, we'll go to poop again.
Well, I guess I'll go up and throw a dagger at one of the ones by those
There's
guys.
one-
The one that's 5 feet from you right now. There's this guy right
Oh, there's
here.
one that got close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I will use my bonus action to disengage from that guy and back up a little bit and dagger him in the face.
Yeah.
From
You're
him.
10 feet from him, so you don't have to disengage.
Oh, I don't have to. Okay. Then that's fine. I'll dagger him in the face from here.
Yeah, and you have so much movement that you could, you can let us know if you want to get farther away from him, like away from the fight, or away from him, like towards Beat Boop and Tehran.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him and see if I kill him first, and then maybe I'll back up. Was it 26 to hit?
26 will hit.
Did I get sneak attack? Yeah, he's got someone next to him. Yeah. Yeah, the
Woohoo!
0 for the sneak attack assist.
Zero's like fumbling to get a dagger or something, like,
Grabbed onto the back of his clothes. I gotcha. 42 psychic damage.
Yeah.
Murder! Murder!
It is so close to dead, but it is still
Ugh.
living.
Okay.
Juice.
I can
Or-
attack with my bonus action. I'll do that. One.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, when are we gonna start using the rules of next
Kill
game?
it, kill it, kill it.
Oh, I rolled the wrong one.
We're ready to do 5 attacks in one turn.
Dear God.
So that's a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And for a whopping 10 psychic damage. Yeah.
That finishes off
Yeah.
the first of the 5.
Yep.
It was a,
Wait, there are
it's a
5
D4
of these
plus six.
things?
I rolled 4.
There are 5 of these things. Each one is a different aspect of some unholy specter with different abilities, slightly different abilities, but mostly the same sense.
Fun.
All right.
Yep.
Mostly. Mostly fun.
And since he's dead, I'll just go ahead and move up. What's my move speed? 25. I'll move up 25.
Nice.
Okay. Cool.
You want to dash or hide or anything? Do you have a
I
bonus
used
action?
my bonus action, so
Right on.
that's it for
Um,
news.
Then we go to Beep Boop, who is once again dead. Spirit lingers. Willa.
I start in this healing circle, so I will take advantage of that. Or next to it. That's what. Oh, did I use it all? Cool.
Yeah, last one.
I still get both that.
Mhm.
That's gonna be 6 to my stuffs. I'm gonna do that real quick because I don't forget. And then I'm sick of this bit. I'm mad that Beep keeps going down. These assholes keep knocking him out.
I think these.
So
Nobody's still level 4 spell slot.
It feels great.
He didn't run. He didn't have a chance, but he didn't run.
Does Nibbles keep getting pinged that his robot is dying? It's like,
Yeah, it's like, it's like just insane. It must be something wrong with us. She wouldn't just keep dying again.
what's happening over there?
Such quick succession. That doesn't make any sense.
Gotta replace that sensor.
it's gonna be fun.
Can somebody reset me boop real quick?
I'm gonna get within 60 feet of these guys. So sometimes you need to come up a little. I'll go like right there. Actually, I want to get. Which one of these is more hurt? Or looks worse?
Let's see, the illicit's pretty rough off. The boxer's pretty rough off. The cop and the stun one are the least damaged.
Okay. Well, I'll just get this guy so I don't have to get any closer. The slapper.
I just playing dead. I died again.
Since I can't heal my friend
Method acting
Ibu, I
too deep in the role.
get all pissed and fire up some necrotic damage at this slappy guy.
Necrotic?
Yeah, I'm curious if it hits them. Do I know if it is?
I mean, they're very clearly undead.
So I think it's
And
probably.
I'm pretty sure, like, everything undead you've come across, like,
Okay.
you're
Well, I don't think
you're
it's gonna
experienced
hit
enough,
them.
I think, that you know, like, undead stuff are like the
It's, like,
most
not gonna
likely to
work.
be
Okay.
resistant to necrotic.
Okay. You know what? Since I know that that's probably not gonna work, I'll just keep Eldritch Blast.
Tyron, did you have a diamond?
Belstone on you.
No.
You used 300 gold worth of Bellstone. You don't know that, but you did.
I used 300 gold.
Your spell has a
Casting Revivify costs a diamond that was worth 300 gold points.
but there's you guys
Yeah,
have
well, they should
the
have
substitute
used it.
material that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knocked one out of my
With the tooth out. Diamond tooth.
4.
Here, I'll just take it out of our Bellstone stores.
Yeah. It makes sense
Right,
to me
on
that
that.
you guys would scatter that around as needed for spell component stuff. We don't need to worry in hyper detail about.
As long as we take it
Specific
off of the
material.
list of Bellstone that we do have. Though.
Yes, certainly so.
Yes. So I'm gonna fire these first at this guy, and then
Yeah.
if he goes down, I'll fire him at this.
Awesome.
But the first one is a shit ton to hit.
Yep.
The second
It's gotta
one,
be the 14.
14 is my goal. Then I think all these hit. Yeah. Yep, all these hit.
Your construct.
He can be healed, so like healing magic and stuff.
Yeah, but I can't lay on hands.
He's a creature, I think, technically.
It says does not have any effect on undead or constructs.
I mean, I think he's a creature.
Soulforged don't count as constructs because they're player characters.
Yeah, I think they're allowed in that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll definitely table rule it for now. You see something explicitly.
I definitely have diamonds from when I used to steal.
Like you couldn't do this to like a clay golem,
Sure,
but you
right.
can do it to.
I better do these one at a time. Just in
Does it
case.
bring people back from the dead?
This first
Yeah,
one,
you're
right?
going for.
Any number
Guy,
of head.
he's gonna
I think it's a dead. I don't know.
that's
Yeah,
gonna
but that's
be
DM's rule. But
plus 5, so 14, and then
Still up,
11,
still up,
and then 8,
still up.
and then okay, and then 10.
So close to dead. So close to dead.
Okay. Still makes me wonder if I should, even though I know they're resistant, at least. Whatever. Okay. I did what I can to kill that guy,
Then the herd. Cool.
but he's just weaker now.
Yeah, it's like barely like you can see it like flickering out of like spectral cohesion at moments. It is on.
In and out of. I don't think there's any way I can add it.
Yeah.
Part of that.
All right, if that ends your turn, we go down to Nostrum at the bottom of the round.
Nostrum is
You'll
going
be on
to
deck.
put his weapons together and form a bow as he's going to fire at fisticuffs.
Nice. Pretty sure if you hit, you're just killing.
That's going to hit.
Yeah, yes. Less than your minimum damage of HP left. That one is destroyed.
All right.
Take the spot for all.
As you like, see me pull the bow back and fire, I just go whoop, and teleport forward 10 feet. I'm going to mark the Mind Flayer as my favorite foe. And no, that's just a free action. Then I'm going to fire a bow at him. Nat 20.
Oh,
So that is going to be a 8 plus 8 is 16 plus the 4 is 20 plus the
Aisha, get down.
well, I leave that
Get down.
22
Well,
plus
good. I
8,
never leave the house.
so that's 30 plus I can use my that's 30 plus I can use my bonus action to add force damage. That could be 30 plus 16, so 46.
Wow.
Nice.
It needs some milk.
destroyed. Yeah, the last bit of damage pushes it over the top for sure.
And since I made 2 attacks, I can make a third attack and
Oh,
teleport
nice.
blink a little bit more forward and fire.
I don't think the cop is actually prone. It's
Okay.
just standing there like normal.
And I'll make an attack against him.
He's got a nice ring on his head for you.
21 to hit, so
Mhm.
and that will be for 12 points of piercing damage.
Nice. That one is still looking pretty sturdy.
And that's will end my turn.
Wow. Well,
And I think I made that save. 16.
oh, you got rid of your. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you switched to Dex attacks. Smart.
Yeah. Constitution, I believe.
Yeah.
I need what, 18?
I think only a 16.
Okay, then I got it. Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit stronger. I
Nice.
start flexing again, like, oh, this feels good, man.
All right. Down to 2 enemies.
One of which is forever stunned.
One of which is seemingly stunned forever, or at least
Stunned
seeming
forever.
tense.
All right. These guys, the reading guys are still undead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
these
these
guys
are
are-
good.
Sweet. One, two,
South Park something, right?
Oh. Mighty.
four. Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna drop a first level spell slot to attack this guy and hit it. Let's go ahead and try to hit it.
Maybe it's like extra.
And Sarah, you're on deck.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna drop a spell slot and hit it with 1, 2, 3, 4,
Nice.
D8.
Get wrecked.
Preparing to be wrecked.
This one's coming straight for the DM's heart.
This is my favorite of the 5.
What have they done to my baby? What have you done to my boy?
That's 35 to this guy.
35. Nice.
20 of that radiant.
Beautiful. Definitely looking bloodied now after healing up some damage previously.
Okay. For funsies, I'm going to bonus attack.
We get multiple attacks. Even
I know.
with the
Yeah,
bonus
yeah,
attack.
yeah. I'm just throwing the bonus
Oh,
at it.
cool.
16 to hit it.
Yeah, that'll do.
5.
5 more. Nice.
Still not dead.
Oh no. It's, bloodied means
Okay.
like half or more. And you just cross that line. You still got a decent chunk of it.
Scheiße. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay,
You're
and
going for 14 on these guys.
And we'll drop another spell slot for another 4d8 radiant.
Missing.
Oh no, you saved. Yeah, you saved against the strength. Yeah, the strength drain thing. So cool.
No, wait.
Because
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't. He did the first time, then he didn't the second.
you rolled like a 1, and your bonus got you to the DC.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it
19.
was like 14
Yeah.
was the DC for that.
19. 20. Another 25 damage.
25 damage. Nice. Oh my god, that's pretty close to dead. But not.
But
But still among the undead.
So close to dead for this guy.
And
sorry, so calm down.
Bobblehead.
that's all. That's all my shit.
All right.
I'm good.
Cool. Right on. Yeah, that one's on death's door. The other one remains stunned. Sarah, Nazira, you're
Okay.
up.
So I'm gonna make a line between the two of them.
What's the range?
60 feet.
Yeah, you definitely do it. Advance forward and pop off. You got it.
Okay. Constitution saving throws, please.
They're both still baned.
And at disadvantage.
Right. So the first one definitely fails. The second one also fails, even without. Yeah. They will fail.
7.
Man, where were you guys like 12 seconds ago? You guys really turned this fight around.
All right, 22 points of damage, and they're blinded.
Nice.
Haven't they been blind this whole time?
Yes.
Those attacks against you, it wouldn't have had advantage. It would have had flat roll. But I guess no.
Give him a
22. Did you say, Sarah?
Yes, 22.
Yeah, roll for like his possum play was so good that you even fell for it.
That finishes off.
be caught.
Yeah, you're, the only one left is stunned still.
I know you're caught because you were throwing
I should just leave him here. He'd be so funny when he wakes up and all his friends are around him.
Just playing a prank on this one last specter thing.
Now I'm even more unhappy.
Yeah, I'm just pole arm striking it in the ass.
All right. Anything else from Nazira?
If I can get back, I will, and that is it for me.
All right. That brings the last one. All it can do is spend its turn making a save against being stunned.
It's gonna win.
And it has a minus D4. So it's like a 12.
The anus is a pain in the ass. Wow.
Yeah.
Remains stunned.
Yes.
It's
We're getting closer to a minute.
its turn is as exciting as beep boops have been recently.
I'm having
You're up.
I am in the ethereal plane. The ethereal plane was like, whoa!
I've been stunned for the entire encounter. It's cool.
I hate using like that hard crowd control on you guys, because it just makes such a not fun experience. I'd rather do other things. So I try to make not.
It does
I
make
do
it.
that all the
It
time.
does make it feel do or die though.
Yeah,
you
I
do
like to use it
get
pretty
used to it.
sparingly.
Yeah.
You could dash to here and then you'd be 35 to the other guy.
You can
What?
toss.
Samuel, calm down.
Was that-
you can throw his
right.
daggers up.
But is that an action?
No, just he has
okay.
the sniper.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you can run up and make some attacks, right? The stunned one is stunned, so I think that
Wait, what?
stunned attack rolls automatically have advantage against it. So you have
Yeah.
sneak attack
Let's
automatically.
go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Because it'd be foolish not to, right?
It's foolish to stop and resurrect beep boop again.
Throwing my money away.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
What am I gonna resurrect him with?
Now that we've started my character arc, I'm
Like,
thinking,
yeah,
He's not like unconscious. He's actually dead. What am I gonna do? Shake him?
Slap him till he comes back to his senses.
Just slap his
Yeah.
corpse?
Yep. Wake up. Boop, boop, beep, boop. Do that old CPR where you just pound on his chest.
Yeah. Both fists.
Yeah.
You guys are all like, we know magic. We can do this. Like holding you back. No.
I got this. I won't lose another patient. What are you talking about,
I
man?
won't lose another one. That's
Alright,
a
let's
32 to hit. That was at 20. That 20.
20 damage or 20 to hit?
It was a 20 to hit. So it's a crit.
Yeah.
And he's stunned. Do you have advantage or anything?
That was with advantage. So that was a natural 20 to hit.
Oh, a
So
natural 20. Much
I
yeah.
think that's what I was trying to say.
Excellent.
what you're saying is you hit him.
You hit him real good.
Yeah. Smack him.
This actually might kill it all.
Well, what's 9 times 6? 40, 48?
Every time
That
it's
sounds
48
right.
plus 30 is 78 damage.
Oh, yeah, one more 6 on there.
54.
like now.
54. Yeah.
54 plus 30, so 84 damage.
Describe for us how you slay the last and finally.
Yeah.
My psychic dagger just screams straight through his head, and he just stands there for a while. And you suddenly realize he's still stunned, his muscles are still holding him in place, but he's very dead.
Throw the psychic dagger 80 feet.
He runs up.
Oh, he does. Damn it.
Hurls it. Yeah. You can throw it 60 without penalty. Yeah, and it's utterly destroyed and dead, but its body just remains in this static position for a moment as it shakes until it just dissipates slowly. And with that,
I hate it.
encounter ends.
Oh.
And your companion Beep Boop has been dead for 6 seconds.
I drop another revivify on him.
I will immediately run over and use some magics to give Beep Boop some HP.
Yeah.
How much HP?
Another revivify, subtract from the Bellstone
Three.
Swords.
6.
Hold on, I have to subtract from the battlefields.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll roll 5d6 because I come
Do something with this one this time, please.
I,
Make it count.
I didn't do anything.
I know.
Dad,
I brought you back and you fell over.
whose fault is that? How many d6?
I want to blame you.
Five.
That's okay.
Didn't get a chance to give you
d6?
a
I don't know. He's got into my computer somehow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 16, 17 points of health.
And I'll hit you with another 85 lay on hands.
Whoa!
No.
Wow.
17 plus
I
85.
love the paladin power.
Samuel, you're fine.
Adding more to that for now, anyway.
Whatever.
I can if you're.
Isn't that isn't that what
but
the fortune said? Treat yourself. Use those abilities. Use those abilities.
We're heading towards another place to use abilities.
I know, but you're dead now.
Well, now I'm not. Thank you, everybody. That was. What did I see?
With the limited frame of time that you were dead and like the very quick revivification, you felt this like whole non-space for a brief period, and it hadn't yet resolved into anything. There was just a floating suspension in darkness for a moment. It didn't feel uncomfortable. It didn't feel claustrophobic or anything. It felt kind of actually uncomfortable.
Any sense sitting around?
No.
Poor bastards.
And I think that's the right place for a break.
Oh.
Who's hit with necrotic? Anybody?
I think it's like all
Everybody
everybody
or-
necrotic, all necrotic damage that fight.
Yeah.
Man, if only Xerox were here, he would have had a heyday in this fight. She would.
With the
Would that necrotic just heal her?
No, but she'd be able to channel it into
Healing
necrotic
energy.
or radiant smites
Oh, cool.
with her Van Paladin ability.
Van Paladin.
Cleansing touch. Would that clear my necrotic?
That's I would say this thing like it's say like round after round you like wait what the reduced maximum HP. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, because that's where.
Yeah.
Is that a long
That's
rest?
a long rest.
Yeah.
Great restoration.
Everybody just leaves and then I'm playing with reduced max HP.
I gotta go.
I know all of these things. Do I think it would be just reduced damage for necrotic, or would it be immune to necrotic?
It's tough to say. Like these are really powerful undead. You think like even some common undead are like resistant. It wouldn't surprise you if these ones were immune.
Okay.
But it's yeah.
They were pretty beefy.
These ones
when we were
like
slapping them.
these ones work me.
Probably.
Like
Yeah.
like
They're probably
you guys are high enough level that like I often like just give you a little bit
Yeah,
of context
we would
sometimes where you're
probably-
wondering.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not standard
Even
skeletons.
resistant, I was still thinking about using finger of death because
yeah.
then, I mean, assuming they're still considered humanoid, I guess that's the part two of the
Yeah.
question. Then they would become our servant.
That's an interesting question. I'd have to
And it,
decide how I felt about that and read the text again to make
like
sure.
looking at the
and-
text, I didn't see anything in it about
I'd
undead.
probably compare the stat blocks
Samuel,
between
stop it.
I often think about that Hawaiian spot, that food cart.
Oh yeah.
That food cart was bombed.
808 or what?
808. Yeah, it's not 808. Yeah, mine by the 808 grinds.
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
right next to.
There's a brick and mortar right down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is. Really good.
I just remember that no one was really buying spam basubi, so I could just like roll up and grab like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Like, go for me.
They're delicious.
I'm like, give me 4 of those. So extra soy sauce in there.
I hate spam, but that was so good.
Dude, I could crush those all day. It was so good.
It had some like beef rib something rather. It was like really good when I first started. Then they like changed the recipe. And
I didn't hate my
I really like their what's the stuff they put on the fries? The seaweed.
Not nori, but
I know what you're talking about.
Something fries. Yeah, the fun fries.
yeah.
I would search it, but I don't want my internet history reflect any mistakes that are there.
Leaving cookies everywhere.
No, I don't remember. Anyway. This looks amazing. Thank you, Chef.
That's what happens when I wait for just a second.
The online people back.
Yep.
Clip a day.
Yeah, we got it.
So let's take a long rest and
I don't think they have time.
we'll make some time. I think we like just came back from a long rest.
What time is it? Beep boop asked, knowing that he has.
You have 44 minutes.
It doesn't matter. I have the feed that tells me what time it is all the time.
Yeah, Kenton Standard Time right now.
What time is it? You're in space. Are there time zones on the Earth?
The time zones extend out into space. And
Wow.
just like
Okay.
radiating spheres that extend out into forever.
That's complicated.
No, you you definitely know like basically what time it was.
I forgot we were in space for a second.
Yeah, like that's also so weird because you've traveled so far across the world too that like even when you were on the world, like you were definitely so far away from Ketan that you were definitely in a different time zone if there was such a conception.
We slept on the moon.
Yeah. Yeah.
that
It is a
feature
time at the
How
time.
long it's been since your last long rest?
How long has it been since my last long rest?
I think you guys rested after the recent events before you set off on this in Denver. So
Wow,
probably probably like 3-4 hours ago.
eventful morning.
Excuse me.
You guys have had as you hiked out from the center, the core of the mountain to its outer edges. You guys see the remnants. Oh, sorry, Sarah, are you here? I haven't heard from you yet.
She is muted. You see Nostrum smoke a blunt and he gets this like smoky shield around himself.
Smoky sheep.
Excellent.
I come over and take a hit. I don't know if I can do anything with this stuff, but
Just blow some into the vents.
woo!
Oh wait, I'm immune to poison. That's not getting high.
I think you can still smell things like so. Then you have. I think I've described.
Not just
before
can
that
I
you
have the effects of being high.
That's what I discussed. Like trying to get at. Like we've described before that you have like sensory apparatus that you can like breathe like air through to like smell and stuff. So I'd say it's up to you really.
Does that mean you can't get drunk?
That's what I'm trying to
Probably.
figure out right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where it came from actually. No, I'm resistant.
Being a construct.
I don't think it's a poison.
I'm immune to disease.
It's a medicine.
It's all natural.
Alright. Thank you.
I saw the framing. So,
Yeah, not super high.
I
Here's
mean, there's
like,
lots of medicines for
and the
poisons
peaks
if you have to
quickly
mind.
and stuff.
That's a shame. Damn my intelligent brain.
My toxin processing body. All right, I think we'll get underway.
Loot their
Sarah,
bodies.
You're here. We can't see or hear you. Hope to hear from you soon.
I'm texting the group back right now. Just in case.
I'm assuming there's no loot.
What's the answer, Joel? Seemed like you were thinking of a response there. These specters do disperse into nothing. There are the actual dead creatures here. These like few various humanoids that were probably some sort of survivalist scavengers on Mount Ainaru before they were killed by the Samsaran psychic pulse. They have things. Yeah.
I like to there.
Yeah. I think we'll also look around less like looting the bodies and more taking in, because I think we had established that this might have been like used as a market space or something long ago.
Yeah, like much of the mountain, like it was definitely intended for a lot more use than it ever actually achieved before it was things went bad and it was sent scattering across the bone waves, rolling forever. So it seems like this was like prepared to support a large population and stuff, and this would be like a village green sort of space, but it never achieved that. You can see like there's like there would be a lot more like moldering remnants of activity and of just like occupation. But like it's pretty bare in a lot of places.
You want perception?
Yeah, I can roll perception check.
24.
Yeah. They have a little bit of money. I mean, not more than like I'd say. What do we do? They have like 220 gold, which is not nothing.
Yeah.
We'll add that to this.
Get you a couple of pounds of Elstone. And almost makes back one of the revivify costs. For
Almost. Ian didn't have to sing it. We know. We know how many times. I'll cast it again. As long as motherfuckers keep falling over.
This one does have like one of them that you find like does one of them like carries daggers and like looks like they have some poison vials. I'd say that on top of that, you also find
Any steroids?
no steroids, nobody's juicing. You find 3 greater healing potions as well.
Oh. I passed the healing or the poison potions out to Noose. Assuming
Yeah.
daggers, whatever.
Beep boop. Beep boop. What kind of control of that artificer's tool do you have? Would you say you have a moderate control over it? For
I'd say
modifying
I have
weapons?
a godlike control of it.
Okay.
Oh.
We could have used the range deployment of greater healing when you were down. Is that something we could maybe outfit Noose with? Some sort of arrow deploying dart of
Greater
healing?
healing?
Yeah.
I don't have access to that stuff.
You got these potions, man.
Yeah, what if we coat arrows and potions?
Oh, like a potion dart?
Yeah.
I thought you meant the spell.
Sorry.
Greater healing.
Yes, potion dart.
Does 44 damage, heals 44 damage.
Oh no, I crit.
You just you have to like write it in their mouth though, because it's
No, it has to get into the bloodstream. If you're drinking it, it's not gonna get into the stream.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny.
Do you heal minus the damage of the dart that
Yeah.
goes into you?
Like if you could make the healing
If that drops you
larger.
to 0, then you're just down. But like,
No,
if it finishes you off,
Tranquilize
as you
you,
like
yeah.
on death saving throws, it could kill you before it heals you.
I throw a healing
Oh, yeah.
dagger at someone and they aren't expecting it, so they get healed by it, but they also take the sneak attack damage.
But maybe
I think it's just one.
something that's 1d4 damage, and if you could equip it with enough healing, that's more than that.
Hey, Juice, give me you get these poisons.
Ooh, some poisons.
Yeah. Nostrum found some what looked to be like vials of poison that were found in one of these bodies.
And extra daggers.
Excellent. Just regular daggers.
Yeah.
Someday I'm gonna play a
And then
bard.
vials of poison. You want me to roll something?
If you would like to, you can certainly try and identify the poison.
Ooh, I would like to do that.
Can I assist with this using my knowledge as well?
I would certainly allow it.
Or could I roll as
Roll
well?
under your gums.
If I was gonna roll, what would I roll?
You guys, I think, unless you have proficiency with like Poison Maker's toolkit or something, this will be, I would say, a medicine check, or unless you have an argument for a different check, I think that would be the most likely one.
I'll go with medicine. I got nature as well, but I have proficiency with both of those. Oh, no.
Yeah. The only one I can think of is medicine.
29.
17 for me.
Excellent. They look almost identical, but one has a deeper like blue tinge to it, and the other one is almost just jet. It takes like opening up the stopper and like looking at it in the light to like for you to discern this difference. Noose, you're like you think they're the same poison.
Mm.
You find they are in fact different. One of these is a wyvern poison, which is on damage, on injury. The other one is a carrion crawler mucus, which is merely on contact, so you wouldn't need to like put a blade with this. The wyvern poison's pretty nasty. I'd say with that nat 20, you're pretty familiar with its effects. If you get hit by it, you make a con saving throw. DC's only 15. A lot of the poison checks are like not super high DCs. But this one's a DC 15 con save. On a fail, you take 7d6 poison damage. Half
Holy
on,
shit.
on a success.
7.
That's a lot of these things.
5d6 on the wyvern poison, and that's on injury.
Wow.
The other one
a sneak attack.
is a carrion crawler mucus. This poison, blah blah blah. You know, this like pulled out of like these. It's like actually pulled out of these creatures. Like this is something that like has been extracted from a creature called a carrion crawler. DC 13 con save or be poisoned for 1 minute. The poisoned creature is paralyzed. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn, ending on a success. And that is mere context. You guys remember those because they're out there, and if you forget what they are, they don't exist anymore.
Please write those down.
Ryan, write those down.
I have the wyvern poison because I could find it in D&D Beyond. So that's
Carrion
there. The
mucus.
carrion crawler mucus I'm not able to find. So I'm
I
just
see
gonna
it.
write that down and
Yeah, write it
Mark, will you remember the stats?
It is referenceable here in the
Yeah.
DM's guide, so you can always
Oh, okay.
remind me that. Like,
I'll just look better.
Use Google.
Yeah.
Don't just type in carrioncrawler.com.
Logan.
Make
My
two snakes.
homepage already. It was so convenient.
Get your packets for lunch.com.
little baby.
Wyvern poison.
Baby's first ranged weapon.
So can I make blowgun darts?
You cannot make a dart that administers a healing.
Oh,
Why not?
That is being able to heal at range is like one of the big one of the few limitations of like healing in D&D, and so I'm going to make that a difficult
I
thing
feel
for
like
you to do.
healing
This
already
would
fairly
this would be like potentially doable, but it would be like custom making one of your like artificer features.
All right.
It would use a substantial
Resource.
yeah.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah,
I'm
that's, I
trying.
mean, it's an excellent thought. It's like one of the things that like I've as a player so often been like, but why? It would be so easy.
Well, he's got this
healing grenade.
He's got this crazy screwdriver that just needs ink to go ahead and create shit. Like,
Baldur's Gate, come on.
I'm asking stupid questions, all right?
It is a game.
Yeah, and you know most potions are their effect happens after you drink them. So you like once again like
Yeah.
things.
Just have to make sure that the dart is big enough to inject it into the stomach.
Yeah.
That'll do more than one damage.
I do like the idea of like it costing a little damage to like add more healing.
Sure.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah. We can definitely, if you are like very interested, I'm definitely open to like, shopping some like custom class feature or even like a custom spell if somebody really wanted to put some resources into this, but I will make it for substantial ranged healing is always going to come at a pretty high price.
All right.
I just like this artificer tool we got.
Yeah, so you guys look through, look through the bodies. You find that like these are not, they are just people they have personal affects variously, but like there's no like weird like cultic stuff that you're finding. Like they have no like they did not bring the Necronomicons like horses upon themselves. They just got killed by the Samsarans and then their souls consumed by the Necronomicon's influence to seemingly like you're not sure if immediately if this happened because you guys specifically came here and your history with an Necronomicon, or if this is just now something that can happen.
Only one person here was even there when.
Guilty by association. We're all guilty by association.
I just want to say that no member of the party.
Yeah, it's just you, right? I mean,
That's
Sorry, the one we got in,
Are you
so-
and Xeron?
Xeron,
Yeah.
Actually, Noose might have been there. Noose is always there.
Noose is
so-
always
Yeah. I was hanging out in the back. Necronomicon's not. It's on me. I didn't stop you, did I?
I think Kula wants to go to Vivu and just like check in, see how you're doing. Glad we got you back. That was a little scary. I was worried that we lost you and like look at Tehran and be like,
He's fine.
glad you got that.
Fucked up twice.
What happened?
You're right.
He's a little
Someone
fine
still
right now,
in there?
man.
Did it feel anything weird when I left? I think more than one soul's here.
What?
You do not feel internally crowded.
Okay.
You feel like this cold, like kind of just remnant, like discomfort and pain, but you're not sure if that's just like your mind struggling to deal with the trauma of, that spectral claw tearing through your,
What did
protecting.
his soul look like when I left my? Did it look like Beep Boop or did it look like not Beep Boop?
You again, like
Not that that
you
was
were
a
still,
mirror.
you were still caught, like you were brought back like within the period of Revivify, which is a different magic. Like your soul had not yet
Right.
traversed, potentially even out of your body at that point. You were not, beyond in the outer realms in the heavens. You were not any,
Okay.
Spell has a 1 minute threshold.
Exactly, like it's a different class of like magic that is required after that initial period, and that it has to do like mechanically with like how the souls transition beyond this realm to the next.
Cool.
So your soul's still lingering. You didn't see a bright spiritual energy version of yourself that you were looking at. You were just in a dark space that felt expansive but close. Felt comfortable but not pressing.
I didn't know I could die.
Noted. I
That's
guess.
interesting.
Now you know.
Some perspective.
Well, I'm glad you came back. You can come back.
I didn't know if it was gonna work.
Yeah. I'm back.
Would you like a clone body, Boop Boop?
We were thinking about killing you as soon as you went down.
God. If you make it over me, Overtops will kill it.
Noted.
You're lucky he doesn't destroy that other monstrosity.
Not that kind of thing. A different kind of thing.
No,
God, no.
no mirror replication of Beep Boop.
No, it's just you're a spare body that your spirit can go into if you ever die.
I look
Zero
down
wants
at
it
my,
went
like,
really well.
Wood carapace.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, this is kind of a spare body.
Hmm.
As long as we got some parts, and I'm pretty sure all of this is replaceable.
So we got like
Oh.
wood, metal,
Well,
and yarn. Is it 1/3 of each?
No, it's like wood and metal. The yarn is
Okay.
mostly the.
Do you
outer-
have backups of yourself?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
oh, Beep Boop.
We should talk to E-Group. About
Leaf
back, yeah, about backup.
Oh yeah, we should talk to Leaf Loop. Speaking of which,
Wow.
does it seem like those creatures have come through here and how recently? The big robots that
Oh, the
threaten to kill me.
like security construct things. You're not sure. Give me an investigation check. There's not much of like
Start looking around.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, can I just look through like anything like boxes or anything that's just left in this space? Like not the people we killed, but like other stuff that I'm
Definitely double checking the skulls.
I'm just curious.
Putting
learning
Albert
about
through all.
people with legit and just like
Everyone's dead.
understanding
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
veterans.
just
I don't wanna come back.
I'm just curious like how far people got with stuff and like what might be left behind.
I would like to start like putting the bodies of these poor people into some sort of dignified order and yeah.
Kind of desperate. Okay. I was double tapping all these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find it interesting.
I help after every double tap.
Yeah,
They're
you're
like,
definitely able to
versus
find like there are plenty of spaces in here that you could at least give them some amount of just like order and give cover them with some like moldering cloth and things unless you find something in your collective inventory to use. But like there are these like this what looks to be like probably was like a large like fountain area and at least like sets them somewhere away from just the middle of this big plaza floor and you bring them over and find things to wrap these bodies with, being as gentle as you can with, honestly, more with like the found like fabrics that are so ancient and moldering than these relatively recently slain people whose dying was almost,
It was
what-
our fault.
I mean, it leaves almost no trauma on the body. There is a pained look in their faces, but it looks to have been brief and a very quick, just psychic pulse of energy that killed them very rapidly. But yeah, you take some care for each of them.
Nazira spends some time looking at each of their faces and remembering them. The faces.
Mm-hmm.
I think like after I look around and don't really see much, and Cole probably heads over to help Nazira with like just covering these bodies and treating them with respect. And she probably asks Maylene what do you have customs around the dead?
Moon, in a moment, is walking beside you, invisible to the rest of your party, and says, there were many different peoples and customs that came together to create Tide Guardians. Many different practices. I have never been specifically a guardian or aid to the dead. That is beyond my domain, except for that veil of death being a kind of darkness that I will accompany those who part from time to time, especially if they call upon me or express or experience anxiety or fear for that transition. But my domain is not death.
Yeah. When I sailed once at sea, we would do burial in the sea sometimes. And I'm wondering if does that work the same when we're out in space? Do we commit these bodies to the void? To
They-
the emptiness?
I can tell you they would not be the first to be sent off with honors and respect into the dark.
He's been waiting on for
Good way to do this.
after some watching on this face.
Let's give
I-
them all a proper Spock funeral.
I was thinking alien. They just kind of shut goes tipping end over end into space.
No, they all need coffins and bagpipes.
Yeah. share this thought with Zira and see what
I have a very unceremonious
do.
description.
Sorry, what was that, Carly?
Just sharing the idea with the Zira of like it's like sending these bodies out into space would be
I should have
the best way to handle that.
telepathically you pick up
I
on
don't
my
know
info.
any human gods of the dead except for Kalimvor, which we cannot pray to. So I can pray to Sehenin, Moonbow.
Why not pray to the other god that's in the room with us right now? Melu.
Well, Quilla just told me that he wasn't a god of the dead.
Oh,
So
we've got a mystery though.
We can do both.
I'm gonna pray to somebody that needs power. Both?
Man, I just pray to run out of frostweed.
We could just request.
Melu would never let it happen.
I pray so often and hear nothing.
That's because the god's dead.
So do I.
I think Cola finds all these views like sort of like interesting, funny, and a little disconcerting, given that she's like chatting quietly with an invisible god next to
You,
her.
you heard, you saw my thought when you talk about putting bodies into space. I very unceremonious for me. So whatever you like to do, I'll be helpful.
I think that serves as an option to manage.
But we'd have to
Right.
walk to wherever the exterior is, though.
Well, and there was those constructs. Maybe they have a process.
Yeah,
on how they deal with the dead on this mountain.
probably.
That's true.
Biological
don't want
waste,
to
right?
be,
It's the most practical.
yeah, I don't want to be too what you call it, denigrating to them, but
I just begin to hear a
be
strange noise
oh gosh.
approaching.
We need to move on.
There's
Strange
like
in what way, Mark?
let me continue for just a moment.
Okay.
It is a
Scratching.
mechanical, almost sounding, repeating noise, a whirring. There is something that is approaching on wheels.
Quite high up in the area.
And it is not running great. You can hear there is a
Oh, it's a collection drone.
grinding noise that like intermittently becomes loud and then quiets and then becomes loud again, as if something is like rotating through a damaged portion of its
Like it's failing.
yeah, it's like rotation, yeah.
It's coming to dispose of the bodies.
It's a Roomba.
Is it coming? Is that what it is? Is that what
Giant body Roomba.
before they described them to me? I run towards it.
It's like a
I
train
remember
deck.
when
You're a train coming on the train tracks.
when the
Going back to, like,
robots took off, they said they were taken off after some
Oh, I
biological
don't know if I would run
material
that.
removal or something
I
like
died
that.
over there. I don't really want to cross that spot again. I lied.
yeah, fair enough.
I'm excited to see what's coming, but also Reboot is not crossing that spot again right now.
Are we
Yeah, like,
taking a short rest?
excitedly like run back to just like the emotions, the feelings, and you look across this large chamber, and without the cloud of roiling necrotic fog, you can see across this dimly lit chamber, and there is indeed this like rolling construct that is coming into view. It's like rolling forward, and it like ends up like going off to the sides, like stops and goes rolling forward again, and like goes off to the side and like corrects and like rolls forward towards you guys, and then there's like definitely something wrong with it, with its like motivation that is causing it to like have to keep restarting its rolling in your direction.
Hey man, can we connect Leap Loop to this? Let's just like combine them together, man.
I mean, we have to power them on before we can decide. That's not a bad idea. Although those big creatures might get a little mad if we destroy these things, because their purpose is to protect them.
Is it possible to repair this poor creature?
Yeah. Can we see if it's
I-
can tell what's wrong? Like, does he have a busted wheel on one side, or
People gets to work once he gets past the dead beep boop part of the stage.
It doesn't.
Oh,
That like dried out like diseased fountain area that the bodies have been stored in is between it and you. It, with its difficult movement, keeps moving towards until it closer and closer till it gets to that fountain, and then you hear this like voice come out of it, and it says, "Decaying biological material identified. Removal processes engaged." And it begins to like light up, and it like projects this illumination down like into the fountain where the bodies are, and it like centers around one of them. Says, "Safety protocols request you keep a safe distance." And there's like a pause as it like there's like some sort of energy is like activating or like engaging, and then it disappears the body.
Like, does it get sucked up?
It vanishes.
Oh.
It leaves behind the wrapper you guys had encased it in, and it's just that just falls flat as whatever was the body inside is teleported or something away.
So they foolishly made fabric out of polyester like we do.
Can I
Like rotates and
make a sound?
like over rotates and like goes back and it goes, "Decaying biological material identified. Removal processes engaged."
Can I recognize this as a spell being cast?
Give me an Arcana check.
Don't write any of these things next to Xerox.
touch on it too, just to see?
Definitely, there was definitely some magic.
28.
I believe this would be conjuration magic.
Okay.
This is basically like it's some form of like banish that is tied to another very specific location. Banish usually like sends to like a different plane. This is like tied to a somewhere else.
Sending it
somewhere
into the
else.
sun. Makes sense.
Oh man.
Shippy, has Togetots made it to Leap Loop yet?
A little while, super long. Is Togetots isn't on the Rories? That was
No.
I
I have no idea.
Shippy gonna communicate with him.
Shippy knows things. I don't know what he knows. I'm assuming that Shippy has us all low-jacked.
Sometimes like you like say things and just such a like this should work, and I'm just like, wait, why should what have I said in the past that would say that this should work?
That shouldn't work at all.
Yeah. Shippy says, "Kind of. I'm not sure."
That's helpful. Thank you. I'm not being sarcastic. Stop looking at me like that, Shippy.
I appreciate the confirmation. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Do you guys want to like chill here for an hour, or should we keep moving on?
Let's keep moving.
Zira's gonna say her prayers for the dead real quick.
Who do you pray to?
First Sahini and Moonbow, and then Kula's god.
His name is Fairloon.
I gotta be.
Hey, Fairloon.
Mayloon.
Use us against the Night King, Nightmare. He's gone. Malin's gone again.
Quilla doesn't need a short rest or anything, right?
I mean,
Well, it's
Warlock.
Warlock.
Always needs a short one. Always handy to have one, right?
Well, so and I mean, I'm not gonna.
It's gonna take
I'm not
over a
gonna
day
get
to
my
get
next
there.
sequence back until we get long rest. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he told us it's gonna take over a day to get there.
Really?
I don't,
I
think
thought
I don't
so.
think so, but I
I
don't
don't
know.
think
He
so.
said it was far.
It's a couple
He didn't
miles.
say it was far.
It's a couple miles.
Well, the
from
way we run
the
bullshit,
middle,
Right.
and we're
Yeah.
not moving fast. But
and we want a double time.
no, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys
He'll
want
just find more random encounters to throw at us.
Really? We haven't made a movement
Worry
a movement
won't,
play in a while.
take
with that.
damage faster because there's like random traps and shit.
That's true.
I feel like we give up the chance to defuse a trap before moving fast, as opposed to just setting it off and frying somebody.
Say we go ahead. We just
Wait,
move to the
Fine, then you
stop at the monuments.
We should send out scouts now to go ahead and check for traps.
You know,
Well,
cast
yeah.
feathers
Yeah.
or whatever. Isn't it?
Yeah, where's his ready?
Oh, yeah, he's around. He can go out.
Let's cast
But then I can't do anything if I send him out and want to see through his eyes.
We can like
Man,
check
like
back
there
later.
when they put the darkness in the egg,
I
right?
can piggyback, Raz. You
Why
can
did you
piggyback.
use
Just throw you
robot?
on my back. Can't do anything.
You can't just talk to me, the GM, a clarifying question, and then just address me in the same, like in character, and expect me to understand what you're doing. Meanwhile, it's not your moment in the spotlight, beep boop.
Lucky you're
It's always Beep Boop's moment in the spotlight.
Zero, would you mind telling me what you pray to Sehani Mugo?
Just that she will guide these souls to their proper place in the afterlife.
Yeah.
That'd
You,
be weird if she answered me now of all time.
you remember that, like, yeah, like Sehani Moonbow has been, you think, possibly helping to fill the void left by Kellenbor,
Right,
bound
because
as it is.
yeah. And I don't know of any other human death gods, so I wanted to, you know.
Yeah. You reach out in this prayer to Sagni Moonbow, not on your own behalf, not questioning or beseeching about this mystery of your own inability to connect with your own memories and the great chorus of elven lives in the afterlife. And you reach out to Sagni Moonbow, beseeching her to act within her domain, in this expanded responsibility she has. And there is a glimmer of moonlight that washes over these bodies, these remaining bodies. And you hear a voice,
What?
a voice that you have not heard since you visited the memories of Vitaria and experienced that moment when you wounded Satan. And you hear this voice. She says, "If I'm not here as a huntress, I have some advice. If you wish to respect the dead, I'd put a stop to what that thing is doing."
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay.
Their souls, as is my work.
Okay. Nazira puts a force dome around that thing.
The fuck are you doing?
It
Hey man,
says,
not cool.
decaying biological material identified. And like as it begins to go through this process again and begin to send away another of these corpses, you slam down a force cage around it. I don't think that will stop a like banishment spell from affecting a target on the other side.
Oh, that's right. It was banishment. Hold on. I counterspell it.
What?
Yeah.
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 Hey, what are you doing?
We have
You-
to stop this. Nazira casts fireball at it.
Okay. So you're counterspelling, and now
I
you're
counterspell it first, and then I will fireball it.
you like counterspell. You guys are like, what the fuck's going on? You hear this thing begin to say, biological material must be acquired.
No.
Safety protocols overridden, and the fireball whoosh, goes off at it. This thing is already pretty wounded. Roll some. I'm not going to necessarily get us all into initiative just for this one enemy, but it could do some things in the time here. So yeah, roll damage for me.
Okay. Let's see here. What is it? 86.
What the fuck, dude? Why are you doing that? It's
Hold
just doing
on, I'm too busy casting spells. I'll explain in a second. 11,
It says like safety protocols overridden. It like shoots
12,
this like
13,
this
14,
image over
15,
each of you.
16,
It's a very similar
17,
one to the one that it just used, like
19,
projected
20,
over the bodies. It
22,
just disappeared and goes chunk, 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 chunk. Biological material identified.
Cast a monster.
Gosh, no.
28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 points of fire damage.
With this one is enough to destroy it. Like the fireball slams into this thing, and as it's like sends that projection out over each of you, just goes and just like blows through this thing, and it just sends pieces scattering in.
I still
Thanks.
don't think. I start. I jump out of the way wherever it identified. I'm freaks out. Like, yeah.
Sehanine spoke to me for the first time in my life, and she said that we need to stop this because it is doing something with their souls.
Is Sehanine gonna stop the big ass robots that tried to kill us for trying to kill these things?
Sehanine, sorry, just quick note. Sehanine
Oh,
said you want to ensure their bodies are respected. You should intervene. She will see to their souls.
Oh, okay. That said, yeah, okay. Well, that's less.
Slightly less scary.
Less.
Yeah.
A little less imperative.
She goes, okay, I might have misunderstood.
No worries.
Mido, that's not gonna stop robots from kicking our ass. I just died.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. I can bring you back.
What?
Like I did to the I can cast resurrection.
Hi there. It sounds like you secretly made a clone of you.
I know.
I did not make a clone of you. Do you remember
No.
what's his name? What's his name, Mark?
Who? What?
After you pulled out the shard of the Darkstar Prince while we were in the mothership,
Okay, yeah.
and that
shard?
poor man died.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
The
Yeah.
original lobotomite.
Wish of
Yeah.
resurrection.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Okay.
Well, I mean, maybe we could make good of the situation. Maybe it's got one of those like ice cores. Maybe we could power leap loop with it. And if we just dig around here, we could find one of those things.
Salvage.
Stop.
I mean, we didn't see any cores for week loop in the workshop. And I kind of think
I'll look.
they wouldn't have. I mean,
Might
I,
as
I
well.
don't. I agree. We should look, but
Can somebody bring it over here?
I don't think.
It is scattered. It'll take a little bit of looking across.
Can
the,
somebody
like,
bring
field
all
of
those
debris.
parts over here?
I'll
Yeah, I'll start
Yeah,
running
I'll
as
look.
quickly as
Yeah.
possible. gathering
Zero
food.
will help out getting the parts down.
All right, so if you're not going to get close enough to look, it's going to be everybody else
Yeah.
making a collective like investigation check to bring back interesting parts and not just like smoking metallic shrapnel.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here praying to my loon.
Wasting that time with that prayer.
Right.
What do you want us to do? Investigate?
Would you characterize yourself as a faithful of Malin?
I have to. Because Malin has to survive.
Robots praying to a god while all of us are gathering up robot parts.
Faithful.
Uh,
I haven't been like baptized or anything. You know?
oh, you got to count. You need to
I was
elect
wondering
down.
when he came back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's,
Yes, let's get some investigation rolls.
Malin,
You're
15.
15.
What do you know about robots? You were there when Tokutatsu was fighting.
Do you have some cleric levels that are allowing you to?
Just
Yeah,
I'm gonna be either.
just reaching out.
Reach out, touch base.
16.
God, this is what people pray.
16,
11.
11,
15.
15.
The zero.
It's all coming down to the zero news.
Oh, sorry. I was writing down the Henning's message. All right. Well, what were we rolling? Perception, investigation.
Investigation to look for interesting construct parts.
Mine was a 27.
21.
Yeah. Still to the money fine.
Yeah. There is this like blackened from the like soot of the explosion and just like whatever other like materials combusted in the destruction of this biological material removal unit. Noose, you find this thing like there's some glimmering light underneath this soot, and you like wipe it off, and you find that there is like something that like definitely worth looking at. And like you guys all like find various pieces that look like they could be interesting or worthwhile, but you bring them back to Beep Boop. You can quickly discard most of the stuff they brought.
This isn't even part of the robot.
I don't listen to the sound.
It's fine.
No piece of fruit.
I'll make you.
Give me a check. Give me your tool check.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be proficiency squared.
I just forget how to do this. Oh, look. So
So 2 times your
27,
proficiency
27,
plus
27.
your intelligence. I
27,
think.
27.
27.
Yeah.
The part that Noose has brought back to you is definitely broken. It is like beginning to lose energy, but this was like some component that can hold a charge of magical energy, some sort of like magical capacitor thing that you think could be used as a short term supply unit for Leap Loop. Very short
How
term,
long
like
would it run for?
I mean, if it was working correctly, like probably less than an hour at most.
And I tied a bunch of these together.
It would be tough too. You could definitely like try and like swap them out. There'd be periods where, but Leap Loop certainly seems capable of being like shut down for periods and then coming back. Like you don't know if there was damage to Leap Loop's systems in that like shutdown period that it's experienced recently. So you don't know like what, but like you think there would at least be like a brief downtime,
Leap
like
Loop, you can't-
between batteries or
You
something.
can't fix that battery.
I mean, I think I could, but I don't know that it would be enough.
How do you replenish your energy, Beep Boop?
I sleep mostly.
Sleep.
Charger.
Make art.
Sometimes there's no time.
And you don't eat or anything. I mean, on a.
Not unless I'm trying to make it seem like I'm less of a robot.
And you don't have to charge
Poop.
your battery or anything.
But
Oh, battery. Sleep. Me and
I'm just wondering.
Do you have this kind of battery?
you could probably more learn from.
we both starts looking more and more uncomfortable
We
because
could-
he doesn't know what
can-
he's made out of.
I will say that last session you made an exceptional roll that helped you identify that
Oh, yeah,
Leap Loop has this weird battery thing.
that I don't have.
You and Tokitops do not have that thing. You seem to be just powered by your like Bellstone cart.
I'm so old.
I'm gonna say, like, you get him a 30-minute battery into Leap Loop, he'll at least be able to explain what he needs to run wireless or whatever. You know,
That's I gotta walk all the way back and then.
it's the best solution to not knowing. You can repair at least the battery.
Long-term plan. I think we have urgent things we need to deal with.
Short-term
But
plan.
that's a good, yeah, I mean, that's something we can do like on our way back through.
My hope is that on our way back, the power will be there and we won't have to worry about batteries anymore.
Maybe.
Sure,
But I mean, if we want to unplug him from his pedestal,
we might need the backup battery.
eventually he'll need some kind of battery thing.
Yeah, but let's not go destroying any more robots.
Okay. Okay, let's keep the
Until we have to.
Maybe we can disable or
We're trying to-
persuade them of
It's their one thing that they do. I don't know if you've tried to make Togatons not kill abominations, but it's
No,
hard.
that is true.
People love it.
Yeah.
I don't think
no,
we're gonna
that
be
is true.
just letting
Persuade you to
us
stop.
destroy.
Let's see if you can't salvage the battery though.
That I can do.
Maybe there's a power button.
Put it in my pocket.
Yeah, I think with that roll also, like you think you could, with the materials, which now you have
Infinite number of
materials, at least a limited supply. Like you could definitely repair this thing, but it wouldn't recharge it. Like it would be a dead battery at that point, but a functional one.
We could throw it onto the electrical trap and it'll charge.
Maybe might explode. You don't know.
I'm
We'll
almost
find
sure
out.
I won't be able to figure it out. That's the you.
Like when
Beep.
Taylor
Science has no way of knowing.
these robots, you do think that like the other robots probably have functional charged battery thing.
Yeah, but I don't want to hurt you more.
You can study them.
Oh wait, it was you that said it.
Yeah.
That's right. When you say that, like there is that lingering thought. I think.
No, I'm with
I
it.
do know that they work that way.
With it. I don't want to hurt any robots either though. They seem mostly sentient. I think they seem, so I'm not having any.
Is the fuck? The mosquito thing can't see us, can it? That we just exploded. I think
It's still back at it.
The mosquito construct is with you.
I know. You didn't notice that we just exploded the thingy.
Yes.
We still don't know who this thing reports to. It's watching us.
Probably not that guy. I mean,
Like, who do you report to, man?
Nibble.
Maybe it reports to Nibbles.
Nibbles has never seen this thing.
Middle Spot hasn't been on Space Mountain.
How have we not called Space Mountain yet?
Nibble's like, I was like, wait, is that an information?
Nibbles
Just staring us in the face the whole time.
I recognize the line, but I still try to see if there's any danger.
Nibbles hasn't actually been here.
It does seem like that was the lone of these. You don't hear any more of these
Okay.
things approaching.
But they could come.
They do.
I don't want to hurt any more.
Have you ever consulted the library to see if they have any information that might help us with
Sure.
repairing Leap Loop?
Yes.
Okay.
Did we? No.
I think we did.
Well, why don't we do that on the way, man? We should
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Also look.
We need to take a formal break or keep
Yeah. Let's keep moving.
Um,
I'll take the rear.
I got the rear, man.
I got it. I got it.
Okay, that's right. Chill out.
I give the library tablet to Beep Boop
I'm missing max head points, and
so
I'll
he
hit.
can
We'll go towards the front.
investigate it.
Can you
did
give
we
the tablet to Duper?
openly try to?
Yeah. It feels like prying if I would do it by myself. So.
You investigating.
What?
Quill was asking if Beep prayed to Mayloon openly.
Like if I could.
My prayers look a lot like me knitting.
No clear evidence that maybe I have a second follower.
I mean, I told you that I was now a follower of Mayloon because
My prayers
I
sounded
sounded
like
like,
oh
yeah.
my.
There's an apostle.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everybody to convert so that Mayloon will survive, therefore you will.
The first two apostles.
Well, didn't we make all the lobotomites converts too?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the
I
first
just
job.
kind of assumed they did because Mayloon did like
Yeah.
miraculously kill them all.
First letter to the
You don't know. There could be a couple of them who are just like, don't access my spirit like that. I was happy.
Quilla's first epistle to the lobotomites. we're building the cannon here, everybody. That's awesome. I haven't given inspiration out in like a year and a half, but I want to give you inspiration for that. So
Wrote down that Quilla was going to write a story of what happened.
Yeah.
So maybe that is part of
First grade.
letter
First
to the lobotomite.
Quilla's letter to the lobotomites.
I feel like that's coming later. Like you're writing right now, you're just working on Book of Quilla.
Quilla's first epistle to the lobotomites.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lobotomites 1, 316.
Oh, that's so good. Fantastic. I will, if this is a genuine like expression of Beat Boop's intent, faithful intent, because we're living in a world where like gods literally exist,
Yeah.
like and like do magic, like and show up and like do weird things. They're like very like just super magical beings, and it's like a weird yeah. So I do want to know, yeah, if this is genuine intent and not mere like opportunism on Beat Boop's
That was
part.
a little. He's genuinely devoted to Mayloon. The idea has popped into his head that Mayloon was there, and Togetots seemingly was there. So there's some connection between Mayloon and the Arcanomancers.
Yeah.
So there's robots. There's robots. I don't need an answer right now.
I mean, as far as your exposure to a deity,
Yeah.
how many have you seen otherwise request help? And then
5. No, 4.
I mean,
okay,
4.5.
The no, it's not the no god. That access to the no god.
There was an
too.
implicit request for help from the gun.
so this is the one.
this is number 6. And the only one that's not being puppeted.
Oh my god.
The only one with some tongue.
Wait, is Lathander one of the ones you? Is
You didn't know
Lathander?
Lathander in person. You met a Lathander,
An angel. We've interacted.
You met Yondala though, right?
You guys met Yondala,
Yeah.
an expression or avatar of Yondala, who gave you guys many blessings, and is the one that gave Gray an actual memory of life, you know, outside of the tormented youth that he actually lived.
A cursed knowledge of life.
But it's like, yeah, it's like this like thing where like Gray has this whole like experience of what growing up would have been like, and like it is genuine, and like it feels like this was a real thing, and like backwardsly influenced your experience in some weird way. But yeah, so yeah, you guys have you know, throw a rock, you can't help it hit a goblin.
Yes.
Freaking everywhere. Don't know the
If
old
it
word.
is meaningfully genuine, I will allow you to make a prayerful, you know, request to Mayloon, merely because you are roughly
One of the only people that believe in him right
yep.
now. Hey, to go first.
Yeah, give me. I think
First prayer to Mayloon is just first.
wait a sec unless you can suggest something.
And then Eladin's saving throw.
Don't say the other way. It's a tool proficiency check, of course. You know, artifice your way to deity.
Is Mayloon a dwarf? Because I have advantage against dwarves.
Against dwarves. Against all dwarves for anything.
Math. 23.
23. I think Mayloon, as you're as they're bringing back parts, you like think this prayer has been pointless and this god only like shows up for Quilla. But as you're like getting rid of these like, you know, throwing away these parts, there's like this piece that that Nostrum brought back to you that like he's like so excited about. He's like, sure, it's something important. Like you like toss it away. It's just this like fucking like wobbly doodad, and you realize like this like you check on like a second like look and like I'm sorry, no, you've discounted this. And there's this moment where like Mayloon just like walks over and just kind of like kicks it back towards you, and you see it just kind of like shift along the floor to like the rest of you can see this part just like move as if there's a poltergeist in the room. But you say Mayloon just like kick it back to you, and he says, might have some relevance for the difference between you and Leap Loop.
And it's going.
There is this piece that is like this weird like antenna, and you like first think it's like for like some communication or like control thing, but you realize that it is not like communicating with anything external to this construct. It is rather like an element of control within the construct. Give me a check, tool check.
You have the right element first. Um, 32.
32. God, I thought that was going to be low. you're fun. 32. You can clearly see like there are like this is some material that looks like it's doing something similar to what the cold iron is doing. In more complicated like soul forged constructs as yourself and Togetots and even Leap Loop. Leap Loop is far more complex than this biological material removal unit. This thing is a binding element that it's weird. It's like it crystallizes, I think, an understanding in your mind about the difference between you and Togetots versus Leaf Loop and this construct. Like even as far advanced beyond this construct as Leaf Loop is very limited. Like it has a very complex, structured, like system of purpose and intent that it works through in very dynamic and novel ways. You think, but it does not have a soul that is directing it. It does not have an individual purpose that is directing it. This thing is kind of, it's like there's a moment where you just fought all these undead things. It's like a control rod. It's like a purpose driver for this construct. And it I think crystallizes for you that understanding that difference that Leap Loop is mostly a controlled system. Togetots is a guided, limited system. You have no signs of similar elements of outside control within your construction.
Outside of protecting Xerox.
Outside of basically a weird little gnome waking you up and basically telling you, and with probably some magic that he was trying to do, like who knows what it was, but like you realize in this moment, I think fundamentally you can ignore anything that Nibbles tells you to do, and you can set your own purpose.
That makes what we're going to do next even more fitting.
You have a self-derived firmware.
I got no strings to hold me down.
Oh god, it's somewhere.
All right, we just woke up Ultron.
Keep that shit to myself. Although I look very suspiciously. I don't know what Maylin tells her. She's the favorite.
Immediately petty. Immediately. Petty in his face.
There's a church of two and there's already a fight.
Maybe you never said that. I was there. I'm a robot.
Book 2, Quilla's Epistle to Beep Boop.
Running and listen to man with some nail on the church door.
I built a church. I've got woodcarver tools. All right, let's go. Forward ho.
And then
Venture down the hall.
I knew that boing device was gonna do it, man. I knew it.
God's room vindicated once again.
I hold on to the device.
It makes me think of one of those springs they have in their door.
Yeah.
And it's just like walking along.
I feel like it's like exactly that, like mounted at some like
Yeah.
mountain log. Yeah.
It's metal.
Yeah, there's some definitely some metallic most of it. What were you thinking?
No,
Is Zerath gonna make a quick pyre for these folks and just maybe burning them would be best.
Wait,
Acceptable.
I help.
Yeah.
So grab buys.
And
Put
is
it in
there,
the
now
bottle.
that you mention that, like before you burn other things, maybe you should like burn your eyes, just in case,
Yeah.
Sorry,
I-
what was I missed like half of that? I'm so sorry.
Maybe if you gonna like burn things like robots or something, maybe you should communicate that so like we
I'm
can
sorry,
have a
I overreacted.
I like this pre-arson.
maybe,
I do
maybe,
apologize. That was
It's okay. I pick
my
up a knife.
fault.
It's all right. Get rid of them now.
maybe try the frost weed, man. That's really gonna chill you out. I pass you a blunt.
Thank you.
Using the butt of my halberd to kick some of their belongings. And
Zera absent-mindedly just like puts it in her pack.
It's more of like a puff pass kind of thing.
And is there a
Oh,
path?
sorry. She gives it back to you.
Worst. You never.
Which always has a blunt that's like.
I have to keep my mind clear for
Oh my-
magic.
What a nightmare.
I just grab.
I just grab it. I grab it and I hit it.
And then I will cast a fireball on them.
Ooh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, pyre, not on our companion.
Bodies.
Yeah. Turner had to cast a fireball on these two.
Ask you to tell people before you burn
Oh,
things.
I said I was gonna burn them on a pyre.
She did say she was gonna burn it.
Pass the drink back.
How else do you make fire?
It's a huge sacred flame.
And it has to be very. Oh, you could.
As body parts go
Does
flying
that do enough?
on
Does
fire.
that get hot enough? And is that?
You're too high on frostweed.
Even lights a torch. Just like hand on the tipper.
I'm too high on frostweed to care.
But I if I recall correctly, torch doesn't get quite hot. Like a normal fire doesn't get quite hot enough to burn a body. It
Right.
takes significant temperatures.
It doesn't melt steel beams.
They're pretty fresh.
I think, but I mean, I am no.
Yeah. You guys are able to put the bodies into a pile and acquire enough material to help carry on the bonfire here. The fireball goes off, and just with this explosion from above, just super heats the bodies, preps them for the burning, and ignites all the fuel material. And you guys are pretty confident that this is going to be a solid corpse destroying bonfire.
Basically,
Very
like
quick, very quick. Fireball is.
like the
Yeah.
kill.
Zero seems like her mind is a little bit distracted right now.
Understandably, with contact.
What was that, Kola?
Understandably, I don't know if you shared that actually with your holy person.
Oh, I did at the beginning. I said,
Yeah.
my God
Yeah,
spoke to me for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
She
Well.
immediately blew up a construct.
Yeah.
When communicated.
Running a robot. It's not like a big food.
Look, I heard
Work
stop that
out,
thing
blow
in
up a
Seoul,
robot.
and I panicked.
Your god talks to you, so I mean, whatever. Just so.
Give him a rock.
Stupid god.
Level 17 with dedicated paladin that can't get shit. Aside from all this magic. All right. You guys finish off the work with the bodies. They are well into and truly burning by the time you begin to leave. Nazira, it is a little bit of catching up as Beep Boop has and some of the others have already begun to leave by the time you're finished, making sure they're ignited and like you've done the work that you set off to respectfully dispose of these things, of these bodies, before more weird constructs come and send them to some unknown and potentially
Horrific.
disreputable
Teleporting
fate.
them to the Imperium to make Soylent Green.
That could feed so many
I
people.
just imagine like that garbage compactor in Star Wars with just bodies in it getting crushed.
It's what they would have wanted. That was in their burial plan, Sarah. And now you've ruined it. Now you've burned them. That's how they wanted to go.
Like, robot. Okay, good. Good.
I mean,
It's a good question to ask.
Space Mountain is kind of like a Death Star. It's just not controlled by the Empire.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Not yet.
right
Yeah,
currently.
until you
Just
guys learn
wait
to make
till
it
you get
shoot
the
itself.
trading empire built, Quilla.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Start a trade federation.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of countries, so
Who doesn't want
A
to
trade blockade of the entire planet.
Boy.
Let's change to religious pursuit.
The big help empire.
But yeah,
So, you guys depart this chamber. Remnants and memory of the manifestation. Well, I mean, truly, it is just Beep Boop that has a solid and confirmed insight into the Necronomicon-based source of the horror you just faced.
Did we all hear that those words?
You guys all heard those words whispered in the wind and by these corpses and by these specters. What was written has been written again.
We told them what we did.
Oh yeah, you guys said
Yeah.
that like what happened, but like I don't know that everybody else would immediately put together like for sure that this is like influence of the Necronomicon or not. So I'm just like curious if that's something that you
I'm so distracted right now. Unless somebody asks us, not something you're bringing up lately.
like talking about it, I think Quilla would be like, what? Well, no, she would probably just accept that there's weird shit on this weird mountain. Actually,
I don't like the way
know.
this happened. Do we know why? I mean, this wasn't the Samsarans, certainly.
No, I assumed it's something from the original creators of this mountain or something.
doing Halberd marching trade. What they're discussing.
yeah, they're marching
Yeah.
in models as they're discussing the
I
things.
mean, I don't know why it would attack us
Not the
there.
Dagger Party.
Nostrum has knowledge spying on Gray. What would he be able to put this together?
Yeah, why don't Nostrum, you can give me a history check. You can do it with advantage because it's there.
Oh, I said history.
Yeah.
That is a 14 plus 7, 21.
Huh? 21, you definitely, I think that like you knew, like you felt like you were like regularly checking in on things, like you know, were kind of like following the trail of Gray for a hot minute before, you know, these days and like literally a couple like a week or two. And yeah, like this happened pretty recently. Like this was just like 3 days ago or something in game time. And I think that's definitely in that window. And I think like there was a moment where like your perception of Gray and like the group like disappeared into shadow, into some deeply evil place of power. And you heard, I think with the 21, you heard those words. What was written has been written again. So you can make that connection, but you don't know all the details necessarily.
Gotcha. He'll just fall back a little bit and like get close to Beep Boop. Like, think it's an Necronomicon.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like it. You can see if there's anything in here, and I'll hand him my copy of what was on the Necronomicon that I have. And
Just carrying it around.
Carry around
There you
your
go.
body with a Necronomicon.
All right, man.
Does he recognize it's important text, or does he think it's blood papers?
Yeah. I mean, you can't use.
Yeah.
Context, I think he's got a good.
This is a copy of the Necronomicon.
man,
That's
just
what
wrote
they
that.
said when we were there. I imagine they weren't happy about that.
I don't think I want that book, man.
No, I don't want it anymore. To tell you the truth. I throw it.
Pocket dimension.
You chuck it?
Check it.
I don't want it either.
Uh,
I mean, I'm on the back, so I don't know you do that.
That's true. I'm up front.
It was just it was a bad copy, anyways.
Yeah.
I'm probably
Uh,
in the middle
fabulous
of
copy.
Nazira and your sound mind. I'm probably in the middle, just walking with Nazira and chatting with her as enjoying her recently sound mind as we continue on in this journey.
Left, right,
She-
left. I don't know what's going on.
she spoke to me and didn't come after me. And I don't entirely know what to make of that.
You're God.
Indeed.
I mean, it seems positive that she's speaking to you now, yes?
I mean, I had a clear path. A certain order of events that would happen to restore me into the good graces.
But you don't feel they've been restored.
Well, they haven't come to pass yet, but she spoke to me ahead of time, and I wasn't expecting that. I haven't heard the voice of anyone from the Seldarine in thousands of lifetimes.
I wonder if it has anything to do with all the things that happened recently.
Sorry, say that again?
I wonder if it has anything to do with all the strange things that we've been dealing with lately.
Maybe. Maybe they don't want to interfere.
Maybe.
Oh.
Or maybe things are changing. The rot has been pushed away. The chrome darkness has been
Well, that's
That
what
we-
I mean. If they see that we're affecting change in the world, then maybe they don't want to interfere with that.
and yet they've talked to you for the first time.
Yes.
Talking about.
Unless you guys are trying to be very discreet, I'm gonna say the rest of you guys can hear it. You guys
We're
walking
just-
through it, so
They don't care. What are you guys going on about? I'm flipping around a baton. They're gonna use you to their ends, and they're gonna get rid of you. Just got a real defeatist mindset about God actually reaching out, and that we're all just tools for whatever they want to have done.
You know,
News
All
will
right.
high five that.
I'm not talking, but I'm
Possible that we
I'm scanning the horizon too, just keeping an eye on
Yeah.
what's up, playing forward.
I have
The elven pantheon is somewhat different.
I'm
I
sure.
make no claim onto what the human gods do.
Are you immortal?
Of a matter of sorts.
Whatever they want.
No. Oh, amortal. I thought you said immortal.
Amortal. Yeah.
In this current iteration of my life, yes.
Why do you want to figure out what they're doing anyway? Who cares? We're
They're
out of
my
space.
family.
The gods?
Yes.
Ew. I say that in game.
I don't think all the relationships between gods are quite the same.
We
They
weren't
all do different things or interact differently with their patrons.
Whatever you
humans
say.
were crafted by their gods.
All right.
Elves return to Arvindor every time we die
I'll help
and
out.
return back to our to life again.
Oh, no, I get it. I get it. Just haven't seen a lot of evidence. That's all. You're dealing with a
Like,
real
look at him like he's a very odd person.
Yeah, no. I've broken oath at least once. I'm back here. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what the gods are up to. It's confusing.
You're
for
not
me.
even serving a god anymore.
No.
Like the dreamer's not a full-fledged god, but is something else.
Yeah.
Very powerful, but definitely something else with
I
almost divine power, but not a god.
Yeah, it's the closest thing I've known to one that talks. So I pray to that asshole. Maybe that's why I'm fucked up. Either way, regardless, this
did
paladin bullshit.
mean to ask, who is the dreamer? I haven't heard of that particular power.
He's an old servant of Bahamut.
Ah,
The-
Platinum Dragon?
The dreamer was or is a third aspect of the dragon deity Bahamut and what's the other one? The bad one,
Tiamat.
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 You know that like the dreamer from like you've learned
Yeah.
like the dreamer is this like third aspect that was separated or extracted or brought forth from those divine draconic aspects. There was, and it was called Ahamut, or the precursor, like unified dragon god was Ahamut, and then it broke into Bahamut and Tiamat, and this third, largely forgotten aspect.
They don't say much useful to me. I'll say that. I usually get thrown around. So I mean, listen, they're talking to you.
Right.
Good talking. Here. That's the thing. I don't remember much. I've been here for as long as I remember. I get a new.
To be weird.
Yeah. It's been interesting.
You
It's
get
somehow
reborn, but not into a new life.
Then I'm Scott back. Yeah.
It's just
Fascinating.
always hoping that the next link will be the link.
When have you been?
I don't
Dracula.
anyway, but I just have a different perspective. You guys are going on, and I'm just like, can we march?
We're walking and talking.
Yeah, you're walking and talking, but there's clearly like I think like Taron's like clearly like uncomfortable to some extent. Like is like definitely being like confrontational about all the god stuff, and it's like yeah.
Like after a point, Cola kind of just tables the god talk until Theron's not.
What about your divine favors? Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, you definitely like. I think you guys have noticed in the past like day or two, like with the fight with like the crawling darkness and the deep mind and stuff previously. Like there have been a few times where Tehran has like clearly been like making an effort to like reach out to the dreamer, to like the deity, to this thing that they serve, and just not gotten anything back. And like there's like a growing frustration. I think you guys will be on to track.
Everyone's connected, but me.
But I think
it's
it might have been
You guys are great.
because I prayed for someone else within Sehanin's domain.
Wait, what? Sehanine, you think she showed up because you prayed to Melun?
No, prayed for something she has power over, namely
Oh.
death, for the good of another, and not questioning my own status in the world.
Or maybe she's jealous. Maybe she's just like, oh no,
You prayed for someone else.
taking another god. Oh man, I better speak up.
Yeah. I mean, maybe because it was something she could do, she responded.
Yes,
Right.
and because it wasn't specifically about me.
Yeah. I mean, that's I think as good a guess as any. Maybe the time hasn't come yet for her to interact with you directly.
These were innocents caught in this
But she's willing.
terrible
Yeah.
crossfire. We are, I feel, responsible for their deaths. So,
Interesting. Well,
we should have been faster or cleverer with the Samsarans.
the dead ones here, you mean, or in general?
All of them, all of the ones on the mountain. This would never have happened had we managed to stop the Samsarans,
Yeah.
which was our responsibility.
Their blood is on your hands.
Yes, I
Not-
know you were not here.
You would not hear so.
Yeah, I'm with Taylor in this one, man.
You were not here either.
Hey, ahead.
Yeah, I can still hear you guys.
You're walking and talking. You can hear you. You guys are maybe like 30, 40 feet apart. Like, unless, like I said before, like, unless you're
No,
trying.
I don't think we're talking super
Separate,
loud. And we
right.
will, Nazir will
They can, like-
certainly, seeing Tehran upset, Nazir will certainly be more quiet.
Yeah.
Tones are lowering. Tehran definitely like pulled back like 50 feet to like continue hearing. Say that thing and like pushes forward again.
Conversation that needs more thoughts and time for another time.
What was that, Quilla?
Maybe this is a conversation to be thought on and had another time.
Yes, with the responsible parties. Yes.
Luke's gonna start walking slower at the back.
I'm talking shit.
It's
Come
really
on,
good.
come
Kind
on.
of drop off.
Like an exasperated sigh and then looks hard for any kind of magic.
Yeah, you begin focusing looking for magic, and like as you begin your like focusing your attention into that, you don't see any magic, but you can like almost feel it. Give me a perception check, Will.
Give me a vibe check.
Yeah, give me a magical vibe.
Oh, perception?
Yeah.
19,
19.
I think. Yes.
You're pretty sure that you guys are very nearby whatever conduit is transmitting power to the wound in the mountain. And it is like you can feel just this like surge of energy. You can't see it because it's just blocked by too much like material. But there is you can feel as soon as you activate that detect magic spell, like there is something coursing through the walls and floor nearby. And as that catches your attention, you begin to hear this like what's for a moment strikes a ghastly chill into you as you feel like you hear this like cold shrieking in the distance that sounds so similar to the spectral horrors you just fought. But it begins to become clear as you like focus on it. This is just air moving in extreme like like there's some energy, there's some force that is just shrieking through the air that is just like there's such a shearing acceleration of wind through like around and across metal that is just making this noise that you're beginning to hear at the edges of your perception ahead of you. You guys are very much nearing a violent wound in the edge of the mountain, and it has to do with you're getting close.
Okay. We will share that with the party that we have. We're getting close to whatever this is. Like
An energy source.
there's magic pulsing underneath maybe the walls, underneath the floor, something. It's just tearing out this whole
I will
wall.
put my hand on Quilla and send Hootsworthy forward to scout out.
Hootsworthy flies forward through this tunnel
Into space.
along this winding path, and within a short time does come to a yawning wound in the mountain. And a great violent eruption has just destroyed a big craterous wound in the mountain, and Hootsworthy is suddenly looking out into the inky black expanse of space. There's a moment where Hootsworthy perches on some like jutting, twisted piece of metal that's been broken and twisted outward from the structure of the mountain. He looks out into space and sees out of the corner of Hootsworthy's eye the moon.
Mhm.
And there's this like jutting eruption of jagged like metal that is just aligned perfectly to make the moon look like this crescent, like the symbol of Sataning Moonbow. And for the moment, you look through Hootsworthy's eyes, and you see the figure of Sataning again. And she looks at you through Hootsworthy, and says, "The last time we found each other, you made it clear you did not want me to pursue you any further. But things seem to have changed." And she like turns her face be more fully in the moonlight, and you can see a deep scar across the eye and face. But the eye, you can see in this like milky, wounded, blinded eye, it is beginning to heal. And that's what we're understanding.
Okay.
Who's putting zero in eyeballs, man?
In a very fulfilling 10 seconds.
The Fae has like their own set of gods and stuff too, right? Or do they follow the same pantheon?
The
Or
Fae like are more like trapped in like
courts
fake
and
courts
stuff?
and stuff.
Yeah.
They got their own stuff going on.
They
You
have the Archfey are basically kind of like Fey gods.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, for the most part, I'm just like, this is all, material bullshit.
Yeah.